How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You doing okay? Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Good
Happy
to see
holidays.
you after Saturday.
It was a fun time.
You did have fun.
You had fun as well.
I had fun. Dude, it was a long night, though. It's like we started drinking at like 3, and then just with family and everything, it just takes a lot of energy, socializing and everything. Ate so much food. Drank
No,
a
the
lot
food
of
was great.
booze.
It was a pansut. Am I pronouncing
Yeah.
that correctly?
Dude, by the time the pansut came around, I was super fucking full. I ate a lot of fruit, which was nice.
Well, Kevin kept just like handing people drinks and whatnot. I was like, what should I make? What should I make? And so, for the viewers at
I
home,
thought you were talking Kevin, the other Kevin that came. I was like, he wasn't handing out drinks.
Abby's roommate.
Yeah.
For the viewers at home, we are cousins, so we spend holidays together.
This is true. This is my my blood cousin, sister. Our moms are sisters.
Yes.
Our mothers are sisters, the Arcelias, along with 3 other sisters, so 5 sisters total, and yeah.
Yeah, they raised a sorority house.
They basically were a sorority house. Dude, I wish I could have gone to like a party that they threw back in the day.
I mean, hey,
Would have
like,
been nuts.
it would have been something. I've heard stories, and I heard there.
One time, dude. Well, I remember this one story that my mom would tell. Lola and Lola were in Vegas per usual, and they threw a party, and then I think someone had to call one of their friends' parents, telling them like that they're sleeping over at the sister's house, and it was Tita Flo, I believe. She called this the friend's mom as Lola in like the thick Filipino accent and everything. They bought it, and yeah.
How old were they?
High school.
In Vegas?
No, they weren't in Vegas. Lola and Lola were in Vegas, and they had a party at the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just piecing it together.
Yep.
They were a rowdy bunch back then.
Oh yeah, they still are.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, if you don't know as well, we just finished up a movie.
Woo! Stream it. It's on Vimeo on demand.
Dude, it should be on YouTube. That's my take. That's how
Yeah,
say it all the time.
But
I get it.
Yeah, that's
but
an
I think that it should be on YouTube with a shareable link, and you can just watch it.
Don't listen to them. In the future, we're working on something like that to make it.
Well, yeah. I just think it does make sense to get the money for like streaming or for the festivals and stuff.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
That's dumb. You have to pay money to submit it to festivals.
Yeah, I mean that opens up a whole can of worms in the way the festival world is run. As I'm like experiencing this and like going through the process of submitting to festivals across the country and across the globe, it is I guess
We going global?
we've submitted to 1 or 2 overseas.
Ooh. Jeez.
But they
what countries?
one in
Jesus
Italy.
Christ.
It was like, well, they're like no budget ones that like it's not like I'm submitting it to like Cannes or
Yeah.
like Sundance, but it's more like
Yeah.
indie, no budget ones that I feel this film would do well in.
I think it would.
Yeah.
I think it would.
Yeah. But the way a lot of festivals runs is like it's actually like it's a pretty dicey business because a lot of them just like they just want your money and like
yeah. There's probably a lot of fucking films out there too.
and like because we just want to like to share our story as much as we can to like a broad of an audience as we can, but we're realizing that like I guess the vision and us as local filmmakers with not a lot of capital, not a lot of resources, it only takes you so far.
Oh
And-
yeah. Without like a crowdfunding kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least we got the movie done, dude.
Yeah, that's a whole
fucking miracle.
Yeah, one of my professors told me that like every single film that is done and completed is a miracle. And for all the film people watching at home, you know that to be true.
Yeah.
Like any like large sizable project.
Right. Which that was a monster project, dude. Wow. Can't believe we did that.
Yeah, we just kind of we kind of just did it.
Kind of just went for it, dude.
Yeah.
Thinking back too, how many nights do you think that it took to film Yellow Weekends?
I mean, it took probably over a summer. I mean, not like
Yeah,
we're
but
shooting
not
every day.
every day.
Mhm.
It was damn near like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it?
yeah. And I can't thank everyone else involved.
You can't or you can't?
Or can't
I
thank
know what you're saying.
can't thank them enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give that.
Absolutely cannot thank anybody on this project.
Yeah,
No,
it was all
dude.
me. It was all me. No.
No, shout out Ian, shout out Naja, Luca, Willie, fucking everybody.
Yeah,
Ethan,
Ethan, Willie.
Ellie, Eli. Dude, it's been a minute since I've seen a lot of those people.
Yeah.
But I do see them.
No,
every
they're
now and
around.
then. They are around, which is really cool. I heard man, everyone's finishing up their senior projects.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is coming up.
Yeah.
How's it looking so far?
Good. I'm gonna plug it to the audience. I hate you. I hate you. Yeah. So we're recording this December 28th, and we're going into production. We're recording this podcast December 28th, and we're going into production around the weekend of January 7th and 8th. So 2 days of shooting.
So going into production means that you're going to start filming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's principal photography.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going into it.
Video 101.
So this is actually a master class on cinema.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever looked into a master class?
I mean,
I've seen ads, but I've never done a master class.
dude, I've seen like ads for it like all the time. Like, okay, just another like money,
Yeah, right.
another way like these people with like wash up careers can make money. But like, no, like I've seen a couple of like the free ones that they offer and clips from some of them, and they're well made. Like they're
Oh,
worth
they
their
do
money.
look well made. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder
yeah.
who is master. I wonder if masterclass is like a company itself, and then it like has like pitches something to the like Marshmallow, the DJ. I've seen him
It
do
has to
one
be
or
some
something.
big parent company because I
Yeah,
feel like they
something.
kind of came out of nowhere.
Hold on, can you start talking for 10 seconds because I gotta put this mirror up so I can see if my phone runs out of battery.
Oh, just for content? Yeah. So right now, Mr. Social Sig himself is fixing a mirror so he can see himself. I think we look pretty good. Yeah, I think the framing's all right.
And that is exactly why I got that mirror. So I could, if you notice, when I got this TV in my podcasts, the quality is actually better too because I started using the front camera on my. Is that, dude? Is it the front camera, the one that faces the front, or is the back camera? Like I always get those confused. Like which is which? Because
So
the
front is selfie.
the front can't. Are you sure?
Dude, it has to be. It has to
The
be.
front, but if you're looking at the phone, the front that's the front of the phone.
But how often, like what side do you look at the most, you know? It's the fucking...
Oh, the front, I guess.
We can swear it, yeah. It's on
But
YouTube.
if you're looking at a phone, like, and you're like, what's the front of this phone? You would think that the side opposite of the screen is the front of this.
You know what? I think the front is the, right here. That's the front. That's the front. I
The
think
stern? Is that the stern?
that's port side. I don't know.
Well, anyways, yeah, so I got this mirror. Fuck, now I can't see it. Can you see it?
I can't. So you got like, you got until that white, you got a little more of that white pillar. Now I can't see it. So I just got to trust you. Hope I look good.
No, I'm used to this. Podcast number 22, baby.
Wow.
Cheers, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't cheers.
So you are a whiskey guy.
I do like, I like the dark liquors.
Do you not like the light liquors?
I mean, like, if we're counting, like, I'm not a auteur about fucking,
Dude, same.
yeah, you know, people ask my opinions. I'm like, I don't know, I like Jack. I mean, this tastes good. Like,
Yeah. I've had these Tennessee whiskeys. I was actually did like a whiskey tasting in Nashville, and pretty sure is the Tennessee whiskey like a brand. I don't know, but the salty caramel whiskey is what we're drinking right now, and it's pretty tasty, pretty sweet.
sponsor?
Yeah, shout
Hopefully
out
sponsor us.
Tennessee, old smoky Tennessee whiskey. I've been getting into whiskeys and wines this winter.
I'm
I'm trying.
trying to get into wine. I think I'm still on my Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's all I drink.
What about hams? I like Pabst. Pabst is good.
A lot of people drink it.
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon here.
Do you like tequila?
No.
No, tequila.
No tequila.
What
I've had
about-
bad nights
what
on
about
tequila.
gin?
Yeah,
Dude, I love the drunk that tequila gets me. It's just nice and loose, kind of a little local, a little crazy.
I've had
Can I say that? I can say loco.
It was canceled.
Loco.
I've had some bad nights on tequila. Just like as many
Explain.
people
Go
have.
further.
Yeah. So what happened? Well, I mean, I'm 21 now, and I was drinking like an 18.
Jesus, you're 20. Jeez, yeah, I guess so.
What do you mean?
I thought you were 22 for some reason. Yeah.
It's the sweater.
Congratulations. Yeah, dude, it is the sweater and the watch. Jeez, yeah, where are you coming from? You were writing earlier, you said?
Yeah, just doing some rewrites. Just
Yeah.
doing some script work.
Are you not done with the script then?
No, I mean like fixing some stuff, talking it over.
Some rewrites.
And so, without going too much in depth about the project, like it's luckily like one location. It's mainly dialogue.
Yep,
So we're
yep.
treating it like a theater play where there's rehearsals and whatnot.
Sure. Right.
Rather than like a lot of productions like we had. Like this is my senior film I'm talking about, and like rather than rehearsals by yourselves, like for example Yellow Weekends, we'd like
oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. It would have been nice to run through it, but there's just so many scenes to do.
yeah.
That we really just rehearsed the big ones, but mainly rehearsed like 20 minutes before shooting. I'm specifically thinking the breakup scene, dude.
Man.
I'm good at memorizing shit, so I just stood out on the balcony at Ian's house,
Yeah, you killed
P.O.
it.
box, and just like memorized the script like it was a song.
I still think about like I always like when I'm up late at night just thinking about all the mistakes you've made in your past. I'm like, oh my god, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And stuff like that. But no,
We did it though. Learned
yeah,
a lot.
we did. So we made all the mistakes on that film on Yellow Weekends, and so for my upcoming project, it's doing a lot more practice beforehand, talking through the characters, having it set in stone
Right.
beforehand, and not having it fluid.
Yeah, because then you're not wasting time on production then.
Oh yeah, I mean like production is a mess in itself. There's always something that goes wrong because you got like 10, 15 people there. You got 7 to 8 hours on a standard day. Most of the time it's a lot shorter than that, and you can't plan. It's always gonna be behind schedule.
Being this your final thesis, are you graded at all as far as like how you get the final product, like how well you wrote the script, and they're like how you worked with other people, like that? Is it just based upon the final product, really?
Not really. It's more based on like the pre-production and
Oh,
the stuff you
okay.
present in class.
Oh, sure, okay.
So like
Oh,
the curriculum for like UWM, the film program here, is that it's very experimental based. It's very like it's film, video, animation, and new genres. And so it's a big focus on like new genres and experimental film. And so the way I describe our program is like academia art. You know, like the exploration of mediums, like ideas through very abstract films. And so like the films that come out of our program are very fluid. Like we see anything on it. We see like everything under the sun. Like we see like narrative work, comedic, a lot of experimental documentary work. And so it's like impossible to really grade that kind of stuff.
sure.
Because I mean, it's an art, it's subjective. But
So
it's
everyone's kind of working on a different kind of thing for the most part.
Yeah. So it's mainly like, how do we like? We just want to make sure you guys are organized. Like for example, my final in one of my classes that's about the senior film is like, we had to make a pitch deck for it. So we had to like talk about, have the script attached, have the cast attached,
Mm-hmm.
the ideas, the inspirations of the project, a mood board,
Yep.
all that kind of good stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you said like 15 people on set for this one?
As of right now, around 15, give or take 2 or 3,
How many actors?
4. Cast of 4.
Luca's acting in it, right?
Luca is, yeah, I'm
Nice.
excited for it.
Is he like the main?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. I mean,
Shout out Luca Clisari,
oh
everybody.
my god. I cannot recommend that guy enough.
He's doing it right, too, because he's in like all of y'all's senior
Yeah.
projects.
Oh my god, yeah.
Getting all
He
that
is-
resume building.
I mean-
portfolio building.
Oh my god, that guy's gonna be talented. I mean,
He fucking is. What are you talking about, dude? He's gonna be talented.
Oh my
The
gosh.
fuck, dude?
I meant to say gonna be famous. Luca Glacier, remember the name, I apologize.
Fuck yeah, Luca.
No, but that guy just has that guy's inspired me, and like his mentality on projects is second to none.
Mm.
Like he gets a role and he will ask you, if you're directing him, he'll ask you every question under the sun to like really understand that character.
Yeah.
And like when the character's motivations, the character's mannerisms,
yeah.
the ticks.
Dude, what like
Unbelievable.
When we spoke before the well no, we worked together for a good amount of parts on Yellow Weekends, but when we were doing the breakup scene,
Yeah.
holy shit. Yeah, he like took me aside and like told me a few really, really helpful tips that like it was the one specifically, it was the one where he turned around and he's like, okay, read the script and say it like you're trying to get me to turn around.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then that just unlocked a whole nother like level of like screaming inside of me.
Yeah. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but you guys should watch it.
Stop fucking crying.
That
That line does come up fast though. I was nervous for that when we watched it at the premiere. I was like, oh my god, people are gonna think I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, with me and Ian and all of us, we've had like long conversations about the characters and whatnot.
Thanks for the invite.
No, we've talked about it, but like the idea that like writing a character like that and portraying a character like that, it's like it's really interesting, you know. Just like to think about like playing is like, yeah, my mindset is I'm a insecure asshole that will lash out.
Mm.
You know?
Do you think I grabbed it well? I don't know. You can be honest. I could have done better.
You were impressive for someone who has no formal training as an actor.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you were great.
So many times rewatching scenes and shit, I'm like, god damn, dude, I could have done something better.
I mean, like, that's how anyone feels about anything.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Like, bringing that
Oh,
to a
yeah.
broader subject. Like, there were so many times, like, watching it, like, I'm like, oh, I'm really, like, oh, why did I write that? But then it's like, oh, my God. But, I mean, that's anything, really. Like, that's
Yeah,
like
for
any
sure.
artistic project,
Yeah.
you know?
It's building blocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at a lot of things.
And, you know, I think it does its job well. I think it succeeded in what it was going for,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
It was an easy character for me to fit into because it was literally like me. Skateboards, he's in a band. He's a college student.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was talking with Ian and Willie.
I have a camera. I'm a photographer. I like how he's a photographer and then like kind of like dissipates through. He's just so many hobbies. He couldn't really focus on them all.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yes.
that's like,
Yeah, but it's like
Everybody.
it's fluid. I think. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
yeah,
That's true. Master of none. That's what I feel like sometimes.
I feel like that too sometimes, you know?
Dipping your toes in a lot of things. You're a master valet driver though. That's for damn sure.
You want your car parked?
Professional.
God, yeah.
Professional parker. You became a professional parker before I did, asshole.
Dude, join me, bro. Weston. Pull up. Stella Van Buren restaurant. I'll park your car for you.
You want Michael the
Oh.
Yeah, was you almost drop? Oh, careful. Yeah, never mind. Maybe we shouldn't talk about where you work.
You're doxing me on the pod.
Yeah.
No. So this is the 28th. What episode is this?
22nd, I
Wow.
believe. 22nd.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, keep
Good
it
for
going,
you.
man. Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was about to say, I want to compliment you. You've been killing the content game.
Thank you, man.
Like,
Thank you.
It's hard to monitor and be in charge of so many different platforms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My big ones are YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook as well, I guess, but fuck Facebook, man. Who the hell is on Facebook?
I guess boomers.
Yeah, man. Facebook frustrates me so much because just their platform is just so... There's just so many words everywhere and directions that are trying to get you to monetize and like buy advertisements and like complete your profile. I don't know, man. It's Facebook. It's sus. It could be better.
Yeah.
But thank you though.
Yeah.
I've been like having a lot of downtime at work to edit shit, and then really trying to post a lot just to get everywhere and Shout out Diet Light. Those boys have been inspiring to
You want to talk
like
about content?
keep up, you know?
Because they do they do Wisconsin News Today as well?
No, I know Evan is a part of it.
Oh, that's right.
The main dude, I forget his name, but Wisconsin News Today, dude.
So funny.
So fucking funny, man. That's like one of the only reasons why I do go to Facebook is because, I mean, they post on Instagram too, but like seeing their articles on Facebook is so fucking funny. Cause
I didn't know they did articles.
Yeah, dude, they do like full ass articles. I think they do. On just like as a meme of like Wisconsin news. So funny. There's one the other day that was like, which Wisconsin meteorologist lies the most? And it literally just has all their names, and you can vote who lies the most. It's awful. It's so funny.
There's one meteorologist I know is John Milan. Real ones know that one.
Dude, shout out John Milan. Actually,
he retired, right?
John Milan. He came to our middle school once.
No way.
We thought he was just like, I guess he's kind of like locally famous, but
That's one name I know.
John Milan. Who's the other dude? Jim Van Voren. Tim Van Voren. He was Peter Lawrence, the lead singer of Borderline, my first band. Is his uncle, Tim Van Voren. Yeah, he did a Borderline news coverage story once when we played at homecoming.
How old were you guys? Dude, I keep bumping that.
Dude, careful, brother.
What? Dude, it's your cable management, dude. I'm blaming you.
You're the only guest in 22 podcasts that has tried to bump that off the table.
It's my goal by the end of the pod.
If you say something a little sus. Nope.
Cut that.
Slam the laptop shut. Yeah, dude, Wisconsin News Today, I shout out them because it's just one of the funniest social media accounts out there. But yeah, Diet Light, man. Those guys are always posting content. They've been doing like those lyric things. Plus with Bridger.
Yeah.
He's been helping them out with that a ton.
Bridger's
too.
been killing it.
Fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah.
With school and
Talk
stuff.
about work ethic. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Dude, so sick. And yeah, it's just it all comes together. So it's cool to like not be the only. I mean, people. Yeah, I mean, shout out other bands too, but Diet Light stands out for sure.
Yeah,
it's like posting at least once a day.
Yeah,
on shit.
I mean, the Weezer shit on TikTok.
The Weezer, yeah.
Do you think
on day 960 something?
There's no way. Who's the front man?
Rivers Cuomo.
Rivers Cuomo. There's no way he's doing it.
Why? Wouldn't he?
Isn't it like to 1,000? So he's got 40
Almost
days.
1,000, dude.
That's crazy.
Almost. So basically, for context, Evan of Diet Light, a Milwaukee band here, he on TikTok has been posting for 900 days total so far.
Jesus.
Basically, the Buddy Holly riff by Weezer every day for 900 some days until Rivers Cuomo duets him.
Yeah,
and he still hasn't. And the I look just like
copyright, bro, chill.
Yeah,
you're gonna get strike.
We're gonna get taken off. Dude, yeah, I bet
every day
soon, man. I was thinking, like, what's he gonna do after he does get the duet? Just like do something else then? Might as well if you're so used to it. That's just a great way to make content every day.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. How's TikTok for you? Like creating content?
I got to get better at it. I've been slowly getting away from like posting it in like an Instagram format.
Yeah,
because Instagram is definitely my best platform as far as
like most interaction,
engagement and stuff that way with like an audience. But dude, TikTok is nice because you can just post something and like you can just get like 400 views and like some follows, like people who probably never heard you before.
Yeah.
But dude, it's fucking tough to get past like 500 views on there. You're good on TikTok.
Bridger,
dude, you have some funny ass like viral shit on your TikTok.
That's Bridger's TikTok. That's
Bridger.
My TikTok's private. I post stupid stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were.
It was that one video that had 3.5 million.
What about
views.
the one of Connor?
Oh,
when he broke his leg.
I just post like drunk videos. I do not.
Yeah.
It's him.
Might as well keep that private then.
could talk about a digital.
Well, Bridger's got a pretty poppin' TikTok.
Because I remember in the
Tweaker Doris.
I remember because freshman year we made a TikTok that had 3.5 million views.
Jesus,
it was the
dude.
dumbest thing because it was like,
I think I've seen it.
I was like, I showed Bridger, was like, showed the camera, I was like, yo, look at this girl. This girl's really hot. She said hi. What do I say back? And it's like, you can take a photo of me. And it's me standing in the corner of the room with like a lamp, like right here. So I had my shadow. I look terrifying in it. And like, I'm just like standing there, like away from my phone. Like, and it's like, I just say, good evening.
Yeah. Which is fucking funny, dude. Yeah. That's crazy how the algorithm just picks stuff up like that.
No, and then like you can put so much effort into a video and just
200 views.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, fucking crazy, man. I feel like TikTok is maybe punishing me a little bit because I don't scroll on the home feed. I'd like to think that. I haven't gotten a video past 500 in like 2 months. And like when I was first posting, it was like 1,000 maybe. I don't know. It just depends.
Do you think you're shadow banned? That's one thing that I'm confused about. Is the idea of shadow banned? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. According to Joe Rogan, I guess it is. But I have heard that like with even these Twitter files being released that there is evidence of certain accounts being I guess monitored
silenced.
and then silenced
Yeah.
for a certain agenda, which is whether it's left
crazy.
or right, like I don't think that's
it's crazy.
a good thing to do.
I mean, yeah, just wild.
It's the internet, but also, I mean,
like it's a private company, but also like, do you think they have a responsibility?
right?
You
That's
know?
a whole dilemma.
Like it's crazy to think about.
Like you almost think they shouldn't, but they should. But how do you? Who's the one to say?
Yeah, but there's another thing that like some of the people that are being silenced, like they have very some of these people have like horrible views. Some of them like support Nazis and whatnot.
Right.
And like very extremist views. And like where do you draw the line? I listened to like some 3-hour podcasts and they had some Twitter executives like 1 or 2 years ago on, and it was just talking about that idea, and it's a never ending discussion. And I think it's been a discussion like where do you draw the line on free speech?
Right.
With a private company.
Twitter is private.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I don't fucking know.
But I'm trying not to get political on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
You're trying to bait me into it.
No, let's stay out of it. So, Chicago, huh? You want to move to Chicago?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Most likely?
Yeah. So, I mean, like anything, nothing's confirmed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still far away, but
yeah,
it's something to think about after college. I was super set on Austin, Texas for the longest time, like the winter before graduating. So I relate, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean.
Now look at me.
Yeah, you got your footing.
Milwaukee.
Can't escape.
Forever.
I mean, you got your footing here, and you've been making.
Oh, yeah, dude. If it wasn't for that, I would definitely had considered leaving quicker for sure. But then also I got this place, which has been a fucking dream. Like I can do everything and anything I want here. My best friend lives above me, and River West is fucking cool. And then everything going on with Social Sig, like, why would I leave right now?
Yeah.
It's like I got all this momentum and support locally. And I do want to live somewhere else eventually, but right now it's chilling.
Yeah. I mean, the support here for local arts is amazing.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know?
And it's like, I think a lot of it has to do with, it's just, if you're doing something cool here, like people are going to back you up on it. 'Cause I think if you just pursue your dreams here in the city and you have a vision that you want and it's something dope, and I think people latch onto that and like definitely help push it into reality. I mean, with the movie premiere, Yellow Weekends, and then with like just fucking doing shows at the Back Room, and I don't know, man, like I hesitate to use the term the big fish in a small pond, but I mean, if you go to like LA, it's like everyone's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have that local support that you would, you know.
I mean, that's
It's
like
fucking cool.
no, like I know people like I can speak in my experience in the film world. Like there's a really good local scene here, and especially with like our program and like
Sure.
in the East Side.
Yeah, you said that in the short documentary.
Yeah. Jackson Minshaw got to plug that short doc.
Yeah,
he did a
that
great
was-
job.
He did a really great job on that. That was sweet.
But like, no, that idea, like, I've had conversations with people in film programs across the country and people who have like graduated from other schools across the country, and they're not like I talk about the local scene and I talk about the local art scene, the music scene, film scene that's local, and they're more like we're kind of like more industry based. You know, you're gonna get your degree, you're gonna make your short films, and you're gonna put that in a portfolio, but that's about it. You're just gonna go on to like a bigger city and make projects for money, which is like
Do you think that's all in the hopes of like having enough funds one day to do your own dream project?
yeah. I mean, I've met a lot of people that like want to do their own stuff, but they don't see it happening in the near future. That's the harsh reality of it.
Like one thing that pops into my mind is like what I do. Like I'm in a completely different industry as far as my source of income and then expressing myself artistically. It's a completely different thing at this point in my life. So like I would imagine that if you're like fresh out of high school or fresh out of college and you're looking for like, man, I think just like doing it, you'll get the most experience out of just doing it yourself. I mean, I'm sure you'll get so much experience and then resume things you can add if you get a job in film right after college. But like, if that was me, because I was going to go to film school. I told you that.
Yeah, you did.
And then right before I started my freshman year at UWM, I switched to marketing. But like, if I was in property management as a filmmaker and I just got my source of income 9 to 5, and then afterwards, like we just like did that movie, like that was super doable.
Yeah.
And you like just keep making your own films independently. And I feel like eventually, if you just keep doing your thing and learning along the way, you'll eventually be like that sustainable, like making you'll have your own production company, your own shits, your own connections.
Oh yeah. Especially.
Is that what people do now, or like?
I mean, that's what some people do, and
it's possible.
I guess in my experience,
it's like a DIY way of it.
Yeah, no. In my experience, I really, 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 I think it's necessary, if not extremely, extremely important, to make your own work and have your own voice.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm speaking from like the film perspective, and luckily, I've been fortunate enough to have some job offers after I graduate, which is great. But what gets you in the door is starting small and doing your own projects by yourself, Oh
yeah.
And then you slowly work yourself up. You slowly meet people that have similar mindsets when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to artistic style. Mm-hmm. And you collab with those people, and it slowly gets bigger and bigger, and your voice gets stronger and more consistent with stuff you want to make, and you get sharper as an artist.
Sure, right. So, like, I feel like if you had a job in media, though, like, you might get worn out by constantly doing that, but having no time to do your own artistic endeavors, which might be a good thing to separate it from your source of income and you'll maybe get money.
Yeah,
early on, I don't know.
That's a valid concern, but I mean, I guess the way that I see it is that even if I'd rather want it in my source of focus. Well, let's say I'm like directing or editing or filming like corporate videos. Yeah. Like you're still in your field.
Right.
But
you're not doing what you're dreaming of.
Yeah, you don't have creative control,
Right. That's kind of the same thing as like being a full-time musician and then giving guitar lessons full-time.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, you're in it.
It depends on the person, Yeah. I think of Isaac Rapinski, who's like living his dream.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be necessarily my dream,
Yeah.
But he's fucking doing it, so it really just depends on what you want.
No, but like I guess moving up in the film industry is that like, the film industry is really weird.
Oh, dude,
it's
bet, man.
Working some professional gigs and like making a film. It's one of the more fluid industries. Like when
Yeah.
whenever I'm on set, on a professional set, like let's say it's for a Bucks commercial or like a documentary or like a lottery commercial or something like that, I like to ask the people that I'm around is how you got into your industry, is how you got here. And a lot of them say like, yeah, I just kind of like making videos, and I made my own projects, and I showed it to this one guy who works in the industry. He's like, oh, that's sick. Want to come along? And like he just had his foot in the door because he just like luckily had the films and had the portfolio. And that story is pretty damn consistent throughout the industry. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's different for a lot of people, and like the way to break into anything
Yeah.
creatively, it's like who you know and the hands you
It's
shake.
always who you know.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be willing to be a go-getter.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, but I mean, yeah. I mean, there are ways I do think of like fitting. You just got to be good hang, you know. You don't have to be the most social person to get your foot in the door, but you got to make the leap
Oh, yeah.
and be a good hang cuz
What do you mean good hang?
you just got to be a cool person to be around.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be like a leecher, you know, like that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the guy that's like always like kind of hanging around, but like the vibe is just weird.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
No, I've been on some sets where like I had no idea what I was doing, and as long as like,
Nobody knew what they were doing.
no, I didn't know what I was
Oh,
doing.
okay.
I was like, it was like my first time. It was
Yeah.
like sophomore year. when I was-
PA,
What?
PA,
Yeah, the PA.
get the water,
Literally, I mean,
water,
I was,
PA.
Yep, doing coffee runs, lunch runs, like.
Dude, that'd be fun as like a young, like I don't know, just being surrounded by it all. Would be sweet.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience just being there on set. And
Yeah.
like I was like, hey, I'm gonna be honest. Like talking to my superior, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's like, oh, it's fine. You're just gonna so take this knob and you're gonna tighten it here. You're gonna tighten it to this number. I'm gonna tell you to loosen it. You're gonna loosen it to this number. They like explain it everything, but like, there was when I was talking to somebody on set one time, and he was telling me that like, you can learn a professional camera and like the ins and outs of like a professional movie camera where they shoot the best Netflix films on. You can learn how to work that camera in like 6 months. The ins and outs. And it's not, once you know it, it's not difficult. You know, it's all just knobs and buttons and wires.
And it's the difficult part. I feel is getting your hands on one of those.
Yeah, I mean, the difficult part is what a lot of people struggle on is, and I shouldn't say struggle, but the just getting that opportunity to be on set,
Right.
and just like staying, as long as you're like a likable person, and like you know, you just like
Just because you think you're a likable person.
bringing it back to Yellow Weekends.
Yeah.
But I mean, being a nice person like takes you a long way. I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh yeah. Kindness is key, right?
Yeah, we're going wholesome with it. It's a very wholesome. It's the holiday
I
season.
feel like just because you're my cousin, I can be a little sassy to you. I usually am not so sassy.
no, he
For
was
those viewers watching.
he was horrible off camera. I'm scared for my safety. I had to sign 7
didn't-
NDAs.
I didn't talk to anybody on set.
That PA in the corner right now is a black eye, but you can't see him.
Yeah. I basically have right when the camera stops rolling, I put in my earbuds, my noise canceling earbuds, and go walk off to my camper, my trailer.
For Yellow Weekends.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, I would love to do another acting thing, but I just feel like I gotta wait for the opportunity to come to me. I'm just so fucking busy.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
all I
I
feel.
want to use it as like more like in my music video kind of things. I don't know. Hot Red is releasing probably tomorrow. Music video.
Ooh, who directed it?
Austin Meyer.
Oh.
Yeah, Austin Meyer, and then Madeline Walchek, shout out. And then
Oh.
shout out Ryman Seagal, I think his last name is. It'll be in the credits.
But it's
But
gonna be a great project.
and then Nick Kornhorst did coloring.
Of
It's really
course,
cool.
of course.
And me and
That's
Sheila are in it. It's sweet.
that is a great crew.
There's animation on it. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'll have to show it to you maybe after
Ooh.
if you're nice to me.
Hey, I like that beanie. Looks nice on you.
Yeah, dude, you got the same one over there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Saint Nick.
It's gray. It's gray.
It's funny because like I think I could have chose which color I got, and I didn't choose the gray one. You got the gray one.
I think the gray
So
one.
I just want you to know that.
You want that power dynamic over me.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I just
That's
want
fair.
that lingering in your mind. You checking your phone, dude? You got somewhere else to be?
Listen,
fuck,
man,
dude?
I got another podcast.
Fuck, dude.
My phone's
This
blowing.
podcast,
Somebody
huh?
called me.
Yeah.
That's why I had to silence it. I'm
You
sorry.
are Gen Z. I'm
Mhm.
a millennial Z, I like to call it. I feel trapped in between millennials and Generation Z. I feel like
He's
now,
into-
so I'm leaning more Gen Z.
You're in denial. That's what
I
I'm
don't know
hearing.
what I am, man. It's an identity crisis because the age gaps are so wide.
You know what you are? Old.
I'm not that old, man.
Dude, you're 30.
Shut up.
You're
Shut up.
32.
Shut up. Yeah, I'm
Don't tell my
30.
real age.
I'm 32.
I'm actually 14.
Yeah, that makes me think of like one time. I think it was like when me and Sheila were like first dating, and then like pulled out an ID, and then the person's looking at the ID. I think we were just joking of like, what if like they read the date and it's like 1992, or worse, what if it's like 2005?
Or it's like
You're
2000,
dating
2009.
You lied. Yeah, ew, dude. Nasty ass. Yeah. So Chicago. What else did I want to talk to you about? What are you doing for New Year's?
Working till 1 a.m.
Are you? Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
Why? At the valet.
Yeah, I just picked up a shift that I know is gonna be pretty popping. Because I mean, we got
guess.
the nice restaurant, Stella Van Buren.
Guess, dude.
Get your car parked by yours truly.
I guess, dude. Do you know how to drive stick?
My boss does. Just get in first.
Dude, I gotta learn how to drive stick. I feel like that's just something good to know.
Yeah,
You work at a valet and you don't know how to drive
I'll
stick?
learn. I know. No, I know how to get into first. That's all that matters. I know how to get into first.
Is that just the main
Yeah.
low gear?
It's it goes up to
I
like
don't
what
even
20 miles an
know.
hour or something.
Oh, okay. Oh no, dude.
There's a one by it, so I'm assuming it's first.
Yeah.
So
It's just something so badass about knowing how to drive stick.
yeah,
I just never had a stick car, so I just never learned.
yeah.
I want to do some donuts. I want to be able to do a donut.
Ooh.
Drive a motorcycle. Dude, there's this electric bike that I've been looking at. Oh man, I gotta pull this up.
Pull it up, Jamie. Pull that shit up.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You have it connected.
E-bike. Dude, this fucking thing is so cool.
So if anybody wants to donate a
Yeah.
electric bike too,
Dude, I don't even think it was this one, but I saw somebody drive.
that is
one of
more
these.
affordable than I was expecting they were to be.
I think the one I'm looking at is cheaper than that.
I didn't know they were that cheap.
There's like a wide seat on here, so you can fit like two people on, which is so sweet. And then
I didn't know they were that cheap. Damn.
maybe
So you just pedal and it just accelerates that, or what?
I feel like it depends on the bike, but you can pedal and maybe without the battery on, but then once you turn the battery on, you can like there's levels of like the assist. And you can set it
okay.
super high so it uses the most battery, and you can barely pedal, and you're like, woo! It's so much fun. Have you ever ridden an e-bike?
I have not. We don't see much of the valet.
Dude. Oh, dude, this is the one with the big light on it. Imagine just ripping this on the Oakleaf Trail.
Is this the ad read?
Valen Rev, the ad read. Yeah.
This episode is
Dude,
sponsored
look at
by
this
the Valen Rev
thing.
electric fat tire bike. This episode is sponsored by Squarespace.
Oh, get it in black, matte black.
How much is that?
Oh, I don't like the seat though. If that was like a brown seat, I guess this one is 1,700.
What's that noise?
That's my bathroom, dude. If this seat was on the black one, sign me up. So then you got all these look at these specs, dude. Look at this. Look at this.
That's sick.
It's like a motorcycle. I'd take you for a ride.
Hey, yo.
Oh man, you gotta try an electric bike though if you haven't.
I'll check it out.
They're fun. Have you do bird scooter around here? Lime scooter?
I mean, when limes were here, it was pretty
Dude,
convenient.
This thing is so sick.
They're pretty sick.
Failing. All right, manifesting it. I'm gonna
What-
Save up. I'm gonna save up.
Now I got some questions for you, Mr. Social Seg. I want to ask you.
Yes.
I feel like this would be a good good conversation starter. What got you into music?
Church. Kinda. Went to I guess like early on. My earliest memories of music, I guess, was being at church and singing along with the gospel books or the hymn books.
Yeah.
And then from there, I guess, like, I took piano lessons when I was like 7, maybe started. I stopped when I was like 10 or 11. And then when I stopped, I started guitar. And I wanted to play guitar because, A, I felt like it was cooler. But none of the songs that I wanted to play were like piano songs. And my piano teacher at the time, she was like 80 and really boring. And I kind of didn't love being taught by her. I was just in an angsty period, I guess, and thought it was kind of lame. And then I saw like the movie August Rush, which is a really good movie, by the way. It's like with who's the kid in Bates Motel, the main dude.
I haven't seen either.
Shit. Well, it's like a young version of him. And anyways, Lolo too, playing guitar and stuff, was really badass. So that picture over there on my desk is him teaching me probably when I was a 10 or 11, my very first guitar chords ever. Which is crazy. My mom took a picture of that. But and then from there I got guitar lessons from my dad's employee Ross, who he was in a band and super crazy talented guitar player. And then right when I started playing guitar, Addison was getting drum lessons. And so we're like, shit, we got a band. Just need to find a bassist and then a lead singer and a
You guys were like
guitarist.
11 at the time, right?
I was 11. My brother was probably like 13.
Oh,
and I was the young dude.
He was one of the old kids.
Yeah, I was the young kid of the band. Because then we got Joey on bass, Peter on guitar, and then just started
I went to your
gigs.
first concert. I remember that.
No, you didn't.
I was at one of
the
the Borderline
first
shows.
one.
I was at one of them.
Were you at Shows-a-Palooza?
I was, yeah. I was at an OG. That was crazy.
Dude,
Hold on. Can we talk about
fucking
that?
insane.
Can we
Yeah,
talk
dude.
about that? That is
Yeah.
a forgotten memory that I had.
Yeah, man. Me too. I honestly don't think about
So,
it too often.
Our aunts, my mother's side, they threw a lot of parties growing up, and so like they like to socialize, have parties. I remember one time, like, oh, the Schultzes were there having a little function. I go over there, like 102.1 FM sponsored the event. There's like hundreds of people there. The whole like backyard, like your backyard plus your neighbor's backyard and your other neighbor's backyard were like blocked off. They had like massive giveaways. They had massive like floaty, like double decker, like slides and stuff.
Okay, so
There was a stage. There was vendors there.
starting the pictures from the first year. So this was it started as a graduation party for my brother's 8th grade graduation.
Oh my god,
Dude, Ross, this is my guitar teacher. He looks drunk or something. That's funny.
Show the
that's
crowd.
me.
I want to see the crowd.
The crowd wasn't anything crazy here. It gets more daytime in here. This is the first one we did. So everyone brought their like lawn chairs. That's Bill who was filming it on
Jesus,
it's their backyard.
I have no idea who any of these people are.
I do. Oh my gosh, these pictures are all taken on like a handheld camera too. So pretty lax and pretty chill. There was the wall here in between the detached garage and the house.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then just a big, like, mostly Addison's friends. These are all my friends, too. Dude, they're all little as fuck.
When were those, like, massive, like...
And there's a wall. Okay, so that's the first year. And then the second year, this will be the second year.
Oh, my...
The stage,
Look.
we moved
This
the
is
stage.
insane.
I built the stage with... Well, my dad built the stage with us. This is 2013.
That's so much work to do.
Oh, my God, dude. Look at the stage, man.
Oh, this is for a... The oldest one was in 9th grade, by the way.
Yeah, freshman year of high school, I guess they would have been. And then the lights we got, we sponsored.
You're kidding me.
To raise money for, I believe, the high school or something. And then also Andrew, who was, he's a still little homie, probably the number one fan, but he sent pictures of him.
I won a guitar there. Like, this photo's crazy. Like, there's hundreds of people in this photo.
Yeah, there's probably 1,000 people the second year.
Oh my god.
There's lights all across. 1,000 people, man.
Yeah.
And we would play my band, and then a bigger local cover band would play to headline. Then the third year, dude, last year we did it.
Oh my
This is the fucking
God.
stage, man. Like, you're kidding me. My dad, I tell you.
So-
motherfucking
Social Sig is a Nepo baby confirmed? Question mark?
Nepo baby. I don't know. What that
Yo,
means.
exposed. Oh, you don't read the New York Times? It's like
Um,
nepotism.
This is the crowd, the third
That's
year.
insane.
And this was the rain date. So, like, I remember there were so many people that couldn't make that first night. And I was pretty bummed. I was like, God damn it. Oh, wait, maybe this is the second year. This is all kind of mixed out of order. But regardless, lots of fun.
That's
This
crazy.
is in our driveway. Like, what was that, 8 porta potties?
I wasn't told anything about. I just remember going there.
Just showing up. Maybe there's a picture of you
That was like
somewhere
just like a
here.
family. Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
thought,
security. Who works security? Like the football
My
team?
dad's employees. There's a whole beer tent, man. Yeah, Schultepalooza. Good
There's
times.
probably a photo of me just running around like.
Dude, yeah.
Sold merch. It had a
Yeah,
merch tent.
We had a merch tent. God damn.
Wow.
2010. Fucking crazy, man. So shit like that definitely inspired me to keep going with music.
Yeah, I was about to say like. That's what I was gonna ask you. Like more specifically, is like, what kept you committed to the art form?
The art form.
Because like a lot of people like they go through phases and they're like, yeah, I did drums for
Yeah.
like 6 months. I thought I liked it, but then I stopped doing it. Oh,
Dude, because growing up, there's so many different phases of it. Because I was in the band, and it was always tricky because we were all in sports too. So it was
Mhm.
so hard trying to find like days where we could gig and then also do sports and practices and find a day of the week to practice. And once all the guys had left for college, I was about a sophomore in high school. And so I remember I was going to do a song at a talent show, and I had this song planned. It was Beneath Your Beautiful by Labyrinth. Amazing song. And I broke my finger in football.
Mhm.
And so I switched to piano thinking that, because it was this ring finger here, so I couldn't play
Ooh.
guitar. I was thinking maybe I could just do a quick song on the piano, because I would dabble still. But nowhere near confident, and nowhere near confident in doing it and singing and in front of an auditorium. And I remember I chose the song Look After You by The Fray, which is a pretty
It's a good song. Sad song. It's a sad song.
And I just remember going up there, the
Oh,
clunk.
I just broke my phone. Kept
The,
getting a buzz. I apologize for the interruption.
Oh, you're good. And so, did Look After You by The Fray. Totally messed up. I remember sitting down at the piano and just like trying to get through it. I learned it like a few days before. I was not good enough at all. Thought I was like, kind of had a big head on myself. Like, oh, I can just learn a song on piano, blah, blah, blah. Fucked it up really badly. And the piano was like out of tune. I was making all these excuses and shit. Went off the stage. Didn't win or anything. And of course, and I remember going home that night and just being like, fuck, dude, like I am never fucking doing this music shit. It's fucking stupid. Just complete ego death too at the time. And wow, it's just a very traumatic experience. And then basically after that point, I remember my dad coming up, and I don't even remember what he said nowadays, but I was just like, you don't get it, Dad. And like, just super like, I'm not showing
Angsty,
any
yeah.
family like my shit. And so, like, those years following, I was, like, in those stages where I started smoking weed, started drinking, and, like, just getting into trouble and shit. And then I was also writing during those times. And I made some, like, pretty fucking fun songs, just, like, in the basement. No one else would hear them but me. And then over time, fast forward, like, senior year and into college, like, just kept writing because I just fucking love writing songs. And like, also I do always say too, like the first night I got a guitar, the first thing I did was like try to write a song, and I had no idea like what I was doing. Like, and like, I think I'm just drawn to that, and maybe just like that expression. I don't know, but And so it just always stuck with me in secret, and then just like with the support of my peers, of people listening back and actually like liking the stuff I make, I was able to like really, I don't know, just keep it coming from like what I like doing. Was like what I would like in college. I would specifically remember keeping it like I'm only writing music for myself, and like if I like it, I like it. Yeah. And like I kind of still think that way, but no, it's much bigger than that.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I was like, if other people like it, that's just a sprinkling on top. And I think it was just me protecting myself from like other people's comments. But no one really, like, I've never really received any negative comments on my songwriting or anything, which is like fucking amazing, man. Mm-hmm. And I feel like now I'm in a place where if someone was, I'm like, okay, it's just not for you. And like I'm confident that like from other people that do like it, like focusing on that than the negative shit. But there's not a lot of negative shit, man. People
That's good.
seem to really like the stuff. And who knows? Maybe they say it behind my back, but I don't give a fuck. So, and then just kept doing it in college, and then put some songs on SoundCloud because I had this like old recorder too that would record some songs when I was growing up, and they would always be chopped up in sprouts of like songwriting. But then also I had started football, and then just football took over my life for a few months, and then somehow while I'm back into songwriting, just a constant cycle of like the seasons and what's going on in my life, but always came back to it. And then found out GarageBand and stuff, and I thought it was like super easy to do, and like I don't know, get what I needed to get out through GarageBand.
Yeah.
And so just kept putting some songs on SoundCloud. People were like, you got to get this on Spotify. I learned that DistroKid is a super easy and affordable distributing software or like website. So it's like $20 a year for like unlimited songs to put onto all these things. And then, just kind of went from there. Started playing shows again. I took a big hiatus. Also, like somewhere in like junior year in high school, the senior year of high school, I like didn't touch the guitar much at all because I was in a relationship, and that relationship, I felt like I was definitely not myself, and in like what I wanted to do deep down inside, like I was more so like wanting to be that like jock, like football player kind of, and that was more. I
mean, you're 17, 18 years old.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah. And like the person I was with at the time didn't like love the idea of like songwriting and guitars and stuff, and wasn't super indie. So I like it was my like first love. So I like totally just like blindly forgot about a lot of shit, and then I came back to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's So let me ask you then.
Oh,
how'd you get into filming?
Yeah,
I feel like I've talked about it with
you
for a long
I think
time. I forget.
We definitely have had a conversation about this because I remember. Excuse me.
Yeah, hand that over. You're nasty.
No, but the reason why. I feel like I have a different upbringing than you. That I did not get into filmmaking early on. I was never really introduced. I mean, like, I watched films with my parents, with my family, like anyone does.
Well, yeah, I remember hearing like the first time I heard you were going to Milwaukee for a film. I was like, "Holy shit, Michael!"
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. But I like. So I went to high school, and I was on track to I was thinking about going into engineering. I'm like, yeah. And now looking back, I'm like, me an engineer? That is the craziest thing. Because, I mean, I thought that's what I wanted to do, and like, yeah, who knows? And then I realized it's just not for me. And so I just was like, what am I, like, I don't know. I was just kind of like in a weird place in my life. And I'm about like, it's my sophomore year. And so I really just, what really first inspired me, what really caught my eye were those video essays you see. Like I grew up on YouTube, like watching YouTube all the time. And these like video essays that like analyzed like color, like YouTube pages, like every frame of painting. Other ones are not coming to mind, but like short video essays that are like 10 minutes in length that talk about like the color in film, like emotion in film, and like what it can convey. And I was kind of in a similar boat to you where I did not feel comfortable sharing what I made with my family. That's where like
Mm.
the B embossed came from. Was I got it from the Wu-Tang name generator, and it was Bachelor Ambassador. So I just shortened it. And I thought it sounded cool.
Bachelor and Bastard.
Ambassador.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bachelor Ambassador.
And
B
that-
ambassador. Oh,
That's
okay.
where it started. And so I made videos, like short little like song edits of just like random clips I found online because I come from Waukesha, and there's not really a film scene there, and like I was like the only, like there was no film club, there's no film classes, so it was like just me,
Yeah.
and so I had no one really to like shoot with, like mess around with the camera with, like make dumb short content, and so I made videos that like of songs I really liked, and I just like found footage online
Uh-huh.
of like random like old, like I made those like cringy VHS edits to
Yeah.
like music.
Oh
and-
yeah, those are cool.
yeah. And
I've
that's
seen
what
some of those.
thank you. And that's what like really got me into film, I guess, is that like the way I describe it to people is that like when I was first making projects, I had really no one to talk to and no way to like express myself. Like I couldn't talk to my like parents, but I didn't feel comfortable talking to my parents about how I felt. I couldn't talk to my friends, my siblings, my classmates. I couldn't talk. I feel like I couldn't tell people like how I felt. And that's where the only outlet that I found I could express myself was through filmmaking, was through making videos. And I'd post them and I'd get 1-2 views because I just post them. I wouldn't even advertise them. You know, I'd send them to like 1 or 2 friends that I really, really trust.
Yeah.
Um,
It's vulnerable. you know.
oh my God. Yeah. And it was a crazy time because, you know, like when you're a kid, when you're a teen, and like people are like, all of us, we have shells. You know, we don't want to like, you know, talk about ourselves, talk about like, or bring those kind of emotions up.
Yeah.
And so,
Especially in high school.
oh
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Yeah. And so that's why I posted them anonymously. And like, so like I couldn't talk to like anybody how I felt. And film was that one outlet, that one single emotional outlet where I could be like, this is who I am and this is how I feel.
Yeah.
And I will never forget that debt. I will never forget that feeling of being that 16-year-old kid who had no one to talk to.
That debt?
Like, I feel like I have a debt to
Oh.
the art form, I guess.
Oh, cool.
As, you know, without trying to sound,
film lingo.
yeah. Well, like the debt of like,
I know.
it feels like I have like a lot to give.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like, I think this just sounds, I apologize if it sounds really pretentious, but like thanking the, I guess, art form of it,
Oh yeah.
you know, the
Yeah.
expressive, like, this is who I am. This is real. This is, and that feeling like
Yeah. Without it, you'd be an engineer right now.
I'd be making bridges or something. No, I was not smart enough in math for it. Yeah. But no, it feels just like, and that feeling is that like I've just instilled that and I've held on to that feeling, and I remind myself every time like I make a project
Yeah.
of like, remember that like I think back to like when I was that scared 16-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that scared, insecure 16-year-old, that's going through like mental doubts, mental battles for the first time,
Yeah.
and you know.
You might relate to this, but one thing that jogged my memory of like the music art form is I'm actually very thankful that my parents aren't musicians
Mm.
and your parents aren't videographers.
Yeah.
Whereas like they see something and I mean my parents are always like I mean we don't talk about like how did you make it, or like we don't dive too deep into it, whereas they just
Yeah.
kind of like support me and just kind of let me do my thing.
Yeah.
And they support me fucking fully, and it's like it allows me, and I think growing up too, it's allowed me to, my big influencer was Addison with music. Really was and I always feel like there's a weird thing you got to live up to in certain music that you must, that's the Bremen, the River West bell.
It's spooky.
Yeah, it's a cool bell.
But Addison.
Yeah, and just like I feel like some people have parents that are musicians, and growing up there's just always a weird, I don't know, you're just influenced differently.
Yeah.
And I do love the way that I wasn't like impacted or they kind of just let me figure it out
Yeah.
on my own. So
Yeah.
and the only thing, like, my dad does influence me too, mostly on the business side of it, because he's a
Yeah.
business owner,
Yeah.
a small business owner,
Mm-hmm.
staying independent, and that directly impacts the way that I run Social Sig too, being independent and like
Yeah.
no one else is going to do the work for you other than yourself. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, figure it out along the way.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like the stages that we're at, you know, like, I feel that we've been making.
Grab some ice.
Let's do it.
You can keep talking.
Yeah. I guess. Ooh, I got the mic now. I guess it's just a really interesting phase that we're at right now. You think you can hear me from there, right? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, but like the idea, it's just a really interesting idea is that like we're kind of in, no, I don't want to say transitionary period, but like the fact that,
You're coming up on one.
yeah, I mean, I'm about to graduate. So like, there's like the idea of being a working artist. And there's a quote that I've, or like there's like an idea or thought piece that like kind of sticks with me, is that the idea is that like a lot of people are artists when they're 17, 18 years old. But when it comes to 21, 22 years old, a lot of people drop being a artist or creative. Whether that is,
Wait, you said when you're 20, 21, you don't aren't it?
yeah, there's like a lot. I mean, like it downsizes for a lot of people, you know, because
As far as like the real world.
I mean, for like, yeah, I mean, there's like multiple reasons for it. Of just like, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I enjoyed it making work, or that they like, you know, it wasn't for them. But the idea that like the reason why I bring that up is that like, transitioning to like when you brought up business, that is really interesting. And the way that collides with being an artist
Oh, dude, yeah,
and the idea of
it's
selling out, crazy.
It's wild.
Thank you. Oh, smoky.
I was talking to John Kanowski last podcast, but
That was a good episode.
that was a really fun conversation. It's definitely so possible as an artist nowadays to be so fully independent, and like I am not super educated on like labels, and the term label scares me, and I don't know. I think if I just keep going and keep figuring it out along the way, growing an audience, getting donations, starting a Patreon is what he really
That's really, really
motivated
smart.
me to do. So even if you're not creating like tiers of content on Patreon,
Yeah.
it's just a way for people just to know $5 a month is going to you directly and
Yeah.
helping support. And I think that's huge.
Yeah.
So getting that going. And then
Any content creator, anyone going in the content sphere, I highly recommend just making ways for monetary gain, because the quicker, because I mean, like we're all like we have our day jobs, you
Yeah.
know, but if you can make that if you can make that transition successful, and you can have like financial backing for your projects,
yeah.
you know, the world's your oyster.
Oh
Really.
yeah. That's
Uh-huh.
like the ultimate goal of Social Sig is to slowly. I did have an ambitious goal recently of next fall transitioning to part-time. I think that's more looking like next
wild.
spring
Yeah.
going part-time, and that's even huge.
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna sneak up on you quick.
next spring. I mean, it's not this spring, it's spring of
Yeah,
2024.
But I mean that'll.
Oh yeah, I'm going along the way, and maybe it'll happen sooner. Who knows? Maybe I'll be full-time by then. But shit, where was I going with this? I remember I was reading a book that's like called Your Music and Your People.
I'm
And
gonna piss. I'm sorry.
you're fine. Let's tell the
Tell
the audience.
Tell the viewers.
But basically, this quote was by this writer who made the book, and he really good book, by the way, if you want to check it out. And it was about the difference between like Moby, who is an electronic musician, and all of these other artists that were coming up at the same time as Moby. And it's like, why did Moby break and none of these other artists did? And something, I'm botching how it actually went down, but he was basically like, instead of spending so much time and resources on developing maybe it was his craft, maybe it was, I forget, but he said he spent the most time just working on curating his own team. And that way he was just having the best team around, the best people around him. And he was able to, just become Moby and have his own kind of business, I guess, and in an artistic way as well. So, how's it going, everybody? Thank you for watching. It's really fun talking with my cousin. You should have seen Michael when he was younger. I wish we could pull up a picture.
Yeah, please don't.
I say this quite a bit, but not quite a bit, but sometimes I'll say it in front of you, and I feel like it hurts your feelings, so I'm not going to say it now.
No, say it.
I don't know. It's just like I have this vivid memory of you like at Tita Ida's. I remember you like pissed your pants at an age you probably shouldn't have pissed your pants, and you were going through it, and we're like, it's just Michael, and you'd be fucking crazy all the time, and you'd like drool coming down your mouth, and we're like, I don't know about this Michael cousin. And then we kind of lost touch when you were probably like in high school, and I was in college, and then heard that you were coming to UWM. And then I'm like, shit, Michael's coming to UWM. And then I remember one of the first times that we like hung out. I remember like,
whoa, he's
early
not
on, I was like
drooling anymore.
Yeah. It was like, I remember telling my parents like, yeah, Michael's like really come into himself, and like you really have. And it's really
Appreciate
cool
it.
to see. It's been been a cool
I'm like
journey.
an actual person now.
You are. Cheers, brother.
Yeah, cheers. Oh God, you probably brought up some interesting stories about me.
Oh, really, man? I only remember you from like the family Christmas parties and stuff. Just like, you're fucking crazy, dude.
I want to be an engineer.
Like, fucking Michael, he smells like piss. But no, you turned out well. You turned out well. I'm happy.
I'm glad you shared that story on the podcast.
Yeah, all the cousins turned out very well. Shout out to Arcillas.
Except Parker.
Yeah, except me. Goddamn, fucking drug addict. Fucking drug addict.
Promoting. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about you promoting nicotine use.
Ha. Is it though? I'm promoting the very fundamental
Do you think
trade for from the goodness of someone's heart?
like
I don't know.
I'm honestly just curious. Like
You
when
don't even have to smoke it. You can just hold a cigarette.
yeah,
and
but
talk.
but I guess like branding going forward.
Yeah,
You know, I feel like that puts you in and I don't mean this like in any.
a box.
Yeah,
How?
I don't mean.
I feel like
this in
people
any
are always
harsh
gonna
way.
smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Tobacco. God.
But like going forward, like let's say if you do get signed and some people have an issue, like some like people on the record label have an issue with cigarette being in your name.
The fuck them, dude. I'm not changing it.
Yeah, fair. No, I just wanted to hear your
I think,
perspective
dude, it's
on
funny
that.
because I often forget it's become something I think of like obviously every day, and usually I fucking have dreams about social sig and just like the just always fucking thinking about it. And I don't even think of like the cigarette part as much. I just think of it as my project. It's kind of funny.
I don't think anybody really.
But if you like, it's good if you have never heard of Social Sig before. It's like, ooh, that's like a catchy name.
Social Sig.
Social Sig.
Yeah, it rolls off the tongue really well. I mean, like
branding.
Machine Gun Kelly. You know, Machine Gun Kelly was a notorious like gang leader and killed a lot of people. But
Oh, really?
Machine Gun Kelly is the name of someone from the mob in the 40s.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Social
Mal-
Sig can't be that bad then. I thought that was like his name was Kelly or something, and he just put machine gun in front of it. I really don't know anything about machine. It's funny that in like acting, like roles that he'll play, like he is Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, MGK.
MGK. Yeah.
I mean, it just rolls off the tongue at that point. So like, no, I just wanted to like, I was just curious.
Well, dude, yeah, it was Arcilla kid. Shout out the Arcillas.
Real ones know Arcilla though. Real ones
know Arcilla kid. And I was looking for a different name for a while, and like just trying to figure out like something that I could brand this whole project of mine.
Yeah.
And Social Sig was it. It checked all the boxes. And looking back, I wouldn't change a thing. Really, really fortunate that I came across it. It was available, which was the big part of it. So you think of a good name, you look it up, and you're like, shit, there's already like 2 people who have used this. Which is something I want to do this week is trademark Social Sig. I haven't done that yet.
You should trademark it before you release this.
Yeah, right.
Somebody,
So
you can buy the LLC for $2,000. I might do that.
Which is interesting because I have an LLC now, and which that still doesn't trademark your name.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. You would think, dude. Yeah, this legal shit's been like low key stressful, but trying to have a good outlook on it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
No, I thought that's something I kind of want to talk to you about. I feel like that's an important conversation to have from creative to creative about the business. You know, because we grow up, you know, we have all this experience on like creating our voice, you know, expressing what we want to express to the world, you know, building the audience. But then it's about the business.
Oh, yeah.
Really, it's about the business model that you present. It's about getting that to
Right.
the viewers and listeners.
And I think it's important to like, I don't know, man. I think I have a really good outlook on it just naturally because I grew up with the small family business.
Yeah.
And my dad was always the lessons I learned from that man, just like, most of our bonding time was really at the shop and I was working. And I just remember him always just saying like, just making the best product that you can. And also like solving people's problems. And like, you want to figure out like what's someone's problem. And this is like as a business, like, side of it, I guess. And if you don't have a product that someone is looking for to solve their problem, like we would recommend another shop, and that person's gonna like remember that and be like, oh my god, this is awesome, but they pointed me in the direction, they didn't lie to me. And that in itself builds a relationship with that person. You're really just making relationships in a genuine human way rather than trying to fuck somebody out of their money. And it's better to do that in the long run because next time they're looking for like a new pair of skis then or something, they're going to come back to the shop. Yeah. And so I learned that at a really young age, and that always really stuck with me. But I guess it's just second nature to, I don't know, man. The business side of it, I'm still figuring it out, but it's necessary. Like I've felt like I've always done a good job balancing it all. So I feel like you can really get in your head often as far as like, I don't know, like like convening or like intermingling the artistic side of it along with the business side of it. What was your question?
No, I was just asking, like, bringing up the idea of like,
do you think you would start an LLC? Like, what's the benefit in film?
I guess for film, I guess it's like you start your own production company, so you. Like, for example, with Yellow Weekends, like, if we were to redo it over and over again, I would have my name, my artist name, B. Embossed, registered as an LLC. And also for, like, payment going forward, you want to register your film as an LLC, as a business. And so payroll is registered underneath.
Wow.
So going forward, like, you would have an accountant. You would have
so each film is literally its own business.
Yeah. The way I describe how the film world works and how like being a filmmaker, the business of that is I compare it, I think, to like the tech world, like tech startups. I think that's the way I compare it to people. Like, for example, like let's say we make a film, like an indie romance film called Yellow Weekends. Let's say hypothetically we make that. And it does really, really well. Like, for example, it does the festivals. Like so we have the idea, and us and like 5, 10, 15, 20 other people would make the film. Like, so we would have that film. We would have it registered. And so we would go to like Sundance. We'd go to these things called the film market where producers and distributors and agents would purchase films. That's how I guess a lot of films are bought out. That's how a lot of films get picked up as well. And like you go to like festivals and other stuff like that, like Cannes, and countless other ones, and you'd show that film. And let's say it does really, really well. Like it gets popping, you know? And
like on what platforms?
like Sundance, like it does really well in the like it wins an award,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
like best directing, best writing,
Sure. Yeah.
best performance.
Yep.
And that gets heads to turn. Like it makes it into the prestige one, then it makes it into the next one. More heads are turning. More people in the industry are watching that. Then who comes along? Amazon, Hulu, HBO, Showtime. They
Do you
want to
think
purchase your film.
These people in the industry know the people in Amazon kind of thing, or Netflix, or
Ooh, what do you mean?
so like my thinking is like fuck all the industry shit. And this goes back to why I would say like put it on YouTube. Say we put it on YouTube, and it gets 1 million streams. People are talking about. People are sharing it. It gets 1 million streams on YouTube. These industry people, if they somehow stumble across this noise on YouTube, that's going to turn heads, and they're going to know it works. Like, people are going to want to watch this.
Yeah.
Like, people like it. So that's like almost a test product in itself.
Yeah.
And makes it like an Amazon or Netflix more likely to pick it up if it's already like fuck all the Sundance shit. I mean, I just don't know a whole lot about that stuff.
I mean, like, it's really interesting comparing, like, because, like, I haven't posted on my art page in months. I don't consider myself a traditional, like, content creator like you would be, or like Ethan on Uptilt Media, or like Willie Whack. They told me to shout them out. Shout out
Whack, shout out
Uptilt
Media.
Yeah. And stuff like that, like making content, like for example, like Dialight. It's more so me personally trying to work up in the industry and like work up the ranks in that,
like a portfolio.
Yeah, in the portfolio, and it's about the hands you shake. For luckily with having Yellow Weekends under my belt, is that opened up doors for me. People reached out to me on Instagram, through email, through text. People found my like phone number and reached out to me and talked about the film. And people have introduced me to other people who were like in the industry, and we had good conversations about projects going forward. It's because like, it's weird like that because like films take so long to make. They're not like short-term content. It's like they take years to develop, to produce, to edit, and to get on distribution platforms and like streaming services and whatnot. And so it's and like there's like a lot of like legal information involved.
Right.
I guess. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you are. I mean, you just want to build a good team around you. I feel, but also I feel like there's just different ways to go about it.
Oh, there's a million.
So do you want to be a director, or what do you want to do ultimately in film? Do you just want to, I feel like the common goal is to be able to create the films you want to create, but do you want to be a director, or there's so many different parts?
I mean, I obviously want to keep my own voice and have my own voice of like projects going forward. And I think I'll
do you want to be a director?
I kind of want to go into more producing.
Okay.
More like
I
business.
I heard that from somebody.
Yeah, I think I want to go into the more like business side. I think
producing would be like the post-production kind of thing?
People don't really know what producing is. Producing
I don't know.
So, okay. Everyone knows what a director is. It's like, okay, so the shot's going to be this. Yeah. I want the performance to be like this.
But you could have like, I feel like it just depends on even the film itself. Like you could have a writer who writes the movie, but a director directing
the performances and like the stylist. They're in charge of the
who
stylist.
Didn't write anything.
Yeah.
But typically they work hand in hand. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
So what's a producer do?
So honestly, a producer is like, producer is like one of the first people on a project. Sometimes it's before the director. Most times it's before the director. So like, let's say, you're a producer and you're like under contract by like Netflix or something like that, and
which is like a dream job.
Yeah. And your agent comes up to you. It's like, hey, I got this script and I think you'd really like it. I read over it. It's got a really good score. It's by this really like tenured writer who's done a lot of really good stuff, and you really like it. You're like, wow, this could be really good. So a producer's job is to find the director for it. And this is the industry, but like I guess like more like local indie like independent stuff. It's more like you find the camera crew,
right?
You find the sound crew. You find the location to shoot. You get everything teed up.
So producer is kind of the head honcho of the whole film.
Yeah. So you set the stage for the director to work, do their magic. Sorry to make
interesting.
Apologies on the gendered language I've been using.
is the producer overseeing the director on what they're doing? Like, does the producer typically have a say of like, maybe like you should go in this direction, or?
They do, but it is the director's job.
Interesting.
Like, for example,
I feel like in the film industry, it just popped in my head. I feel like that's a lot of different egos and different creative routes that people want to grab this thing that they're working on and pull it their way.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Lighting up in different
And
ways.
like
That's
any
tough.
like any project, like on Yellow Weekends, there's and like, sorry for referring to Yellow Weekends a million times. I'm gonna continue.
Yeah, no, that's why you have to watch it so you know what we're talking about.
But there's like a million different ways we could have took it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of different voices on it, and like that's why the film industry is so weird, man.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
weird.
yeah, sounds like a lot of shaking hands. I mean, that's, I guess,
Yeah.
in any industry, maybe. It's got to know people. It's got to be cool, but also, like, I feel that allows you to also, it could be tempting to someone to fake it and to be, like, kind of someone that you're not.
Oh, I've met those
you
people.
know? Which, like, I'm
Yeah.
confident to tell the viewers that you are a very sociable, likable person, I guess.
I paid him to say that.
A Mad Planet regular.
If you
on
see,
the dance floor,
if you have seen me at Mad Planet, no, you haven't.
it's probably in the bathroom, and you're trying to. Do you remember that?
What?
Do you remember that?
What?
There's like a July video I made when I do the reels.
Oh,
every
and,
week, and
oh my!
you had like the
God.
basketball squeak with your shoes. You're like,
Oh,
swing
I'm
first,
squaring
swing first.
up.
Yeah, we're just drunk.
I feel like at Mad Planet, anything goes.
Not everything.
Well, I mean, not like
It gets
crimes.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Club 54.
Yeah, you could totally like
Walker.
mug somebody in the back. No one gives a fuck. No, I was kidding.
Dude, I
Mad
found
Planet
a,
is fucking awesome.
yeah, I found a dude. It was so crazy. I found a baby on the dance floor. I just took it.
Found a baby in the
I'm-
coat room at Mad Planet, and I took it.
We are kidding. We do not have kidnapped babies.
I wouldn't even want to kidnap a baby. But shout out Mad Planet is the best dance bar in Milwaukee for
Oh
sure,
my
dude.
God, yeah.
Dude, so many, dude, and it, just going out when it's cold is not as fun as it is in the summer.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to those warm days. You can sit outside at Mad Planet, smoke some cigarettes,
Oh my God,
talk to some strangers, and have some social cigs.
yeah.
If I can just bool out, I love that.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. Do you go out much in winter, or have you been?
I've been in
down,
land-
man.
dude.
Just
I've been in
slow
my
down.
landmark era. I've been in my landmark and like wall
Landmark.
skis.
Wall skis, dude. I have mixed feelings about wall skis.
What?
The one time I went in there, it was so busy and lots of like.
Marquette finance bros.
It was literally what I was gonna say.
Yep.
Marquette kind of frat bros, like
Yeah.
not like knocking on them, but like share the dang pool table, share the dartboards. I don't know. It's just packed in there, and it was hard to even play some games.
No, I can understand that.
That was the night that I was
Yeah.
there, but yeah, never closed it out though, which is famous for closing out wall skis.
You're not a real Milwaukeean. Can't
Guess
believe it.
Fucking
Yeah,
not,
closed
dude.
it.
Yeah,
I
gotta get
closed
one of those
it, so
stickers.
I'm like, cool.
You got a sticker?
I do have a sticker.
Fuck, dude, I gotta get my sticker. I gotta close out wall skis. I don't know. Landmark is fun though. They renovated that back room, which is really
Yeah,
nice now.
it's so nice.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's
fucking
so nice.
Yeah, you got the whole darts.
Oh,
pool-
yeah.
pool tables, dude. Landmark is fun because there's like something for everyone to do. Me and Sheila went and saw a movie at the Oriental for the first time.
Yeah.
I've been there. Saw The Menu, really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Landmark was fun because we could like get a drink, we could play some darts, play some bowling if you want. You could go to the arcade, fuck around there, do karaoke on Thursday nights. One thing I wanted to ask you is I heard recently that just no one's going to fucking, maybe we were talking about this on Saturday, but like not a lot of people are going to movies nowadays, are they?
Not really.
Like I
mean,
heard the film industry is kind of, and the movie industry is like
Film's
taking,
been bombing. Yeah, films have
people
been-
aren't, because streaming is so fucking popular now.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you if you could just get comfy? I mean, I do like going to a movie theater. It's
Yeah.
really great and
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, this kind of scares me because, like, I love the theater.
Well,
I
then you,
love it.
dude. What if though you just became a fucking baller, badass motherfucker, and you just flipped the whole industry on its head, and just went entirely independent? What if you made your own media company? Over the years, it's going to take years and a lot of fucking time and effort, but what if you completely stayed independent, made your own website, posted all your content on there, maybe helped fund other things? I don't know. I feel like it's
Some
possible.
people have, there's some content creators that have done that.
I don't
There's
know,
an
like-
old SNL writer that did that, and he's doing well.
Gotcha.
I forget.
So I feel like if you
What's
keep
his
it
name?
all on your website and you have people pay, like if you grow an audience of people who really fuck with your films and you make it really transparent that like, hey, like I'm completely independent and I'm making this like for everybody, and it would also help if you'd pay like $5 a month. I think that could go very far.
I know I've met and I've attended some lectures by some filmmakers that have done that. It's really interesting because I mean, like film, it's like art. You know, you could do that any way you want. You want to really,
Yeah.
and I guess my perspective. I feel like we have differing perspectives.
I mean, it's kind of the same though, as far as like the industry being like the industry of like labels and record companies and like they have the money.
Yeah,
But with the internet and like if you build a good team around you, and like I'm speaking like out loud, like this is stuff
Yeah.
that I want to do and I'm kind of aiming towards, but maybe one day I will sign a label, but it's going to be a fucking damn good one and like one that I trust and know. But like, I don't know. I think it's possible to go the independent route in a lot of ways.
I mean, there definitely is. Then your best route is, I guess, content advertising.
advertising is a big one.
Advertising is the hugest one
Because like, the industry has the money and the resources of people and like in different cities around, and they're able to blast it out.
Yeah, I mean, there's like constant horror stories about like the industry, like how that works and stuff like that. But honestly, it's stable income,
Sure.
and like that at the end of the day, that like is that's a nail in the coffin for
Right.
a lot of decisions. Is like,
Dude, I
like
almost want to say like I like working. Like
Yeah.
I do like working.
I love capitalism.
I like working and getting money so I can do stuff and spending my time with. Like part of it, what I was gonna say was like going full time is the fact that like, or going part time, excuse me.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's like, what am I gonna do with my days? Like my days are gonna have to completely alter. I want to like figure out what I can do on a schedule because I like a routine. I don't want to sit on my ass. Like
Yeah.
I rarely like if I'm doing leisure time, I'm watching a movie
Mm-hmm.
with my girlfriend. I don't really play video games and stuff. But if I went part time, I would love to like figure out how to make my 9 to 5 look different. Like use those hours productively. Whether it's like making merch, getting a t-shirt press, making t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
When's the Yellow Weekends t-shirts coming out, by the way? That'd be a sick ass shirt, dude.
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny any information on that.
Dude, I'll make a Yellow Weekends shirt. Fuck it, man.
I don't want to
It's
confirm
my
any.
song.
Yeah.
My song, dude. My movie.
I just want to say, look at this. No, I'm not going to get into it. My attorney's behind me, and he's telling me not to get into it.
I have all my music copyrighted, brother. And I own you. I own you.
You hear this guy? You hear this guy? He was telling me early in the podcast that he's a nice guy.
I was buttering you up.
Yeah.
Just checking your oil. We're not gonna talk about that.
What? Tell me about that. What's that?
So, anyways, you got any shows coming up?
So right now we're you talking about Yellow Weekends?
No, I'm talking about just like I know you like to go to live music shows. Sometimes.
I haven't been going to much.
Yeah.
I've just been like,
It's hard to get people out. It's hard to get people out.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you guys have been killing it, though. I mean, the backroom shows, like, killing it. And
what you don't see is me messaging thousands of people a ticket link in the message. Be like, hey, plan a show. Like, if you come. And thank you if you did so much. It was so much fucking fun.
Oh my god, support your local artists. That is the biggest thing.
What?
Swift. I mean, you guys can just.
I think like with a lot of
Ticketmaster, no.
I mean, just like talking with other bands or I don't know if you're a band or an artist, like you're given the opportunity to play any show really, but specifically the back room with the Paps Theater Group. It's like if we're given the opportunity to play that venue, I'm gonna do my damn hardest to fucking sell that bitch out. Because one,
looks great.
It's gonna be looks great, and it's gonna be way more fun for everyone that goes
Yeah.
and everyone performing.
Yeah.
If it's sold out, it's just fucking fun.
I mean, I feel bad for some of the people working it because
That
I
what?
remember like they're like, "Stop smoking weed in the pit."
Oh, it was cigarettes. That was not me, not pointing any fingers, but and then also like it just goes to show you like the Paps Theater Group and like they own all these venues around Milwaukee. It's like we can host a local bill and sell this bitch out.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like we can do that. So it also opens the door for a bunch of other people who like want to do that.
I wanted to ask you this, and I was talking to Bridger about this. But when we moved to Milwaukee in 2019, the venues were, forgive me if I'm forgetting a couple, but like the house shows were just like Bat Charlie's, Murray Attic,
Downer House,
a few others. But I feel like now,
I feel like there's usually about 3 or 4 in a. I mean, in my,
I feel like
I feel like
a lot healthier.
That's what Shell Bells was talking about, because I was talking to Shell about because they've been in the music scene for like 10, 15 years maybe. And Shell said that it's the healthiest it's ever been, and the most exciting and the most like poppin' that they've seen.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know, but before like in 2019, like Fat Charlie's was always popping.
Yeah.
Murray Attic was doing that damn thing. Saw a lot of shows there. I lived 2 houses down from the Murray Attic. That was so sick. Shout out Anthony Mazanaz, I think his name
That
is.
house, that attic, I did not feel safe. The floor, I did not trust the floor.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. the Murray Attic. There's so many bands from out of state that would come play there. And when Isaac Rapinski and Carter Voris moved in there, they started doing work on their roof or like the bathroom.
Yeah.
And basically, it got shut down. They couldn't do any more shows there. So, R.I.P. Murray Attic. It was a super cool spot. Had a fucking green room up in that attic. Dude, we broke
Nothing beats a... Sorry.
What were you going to say?
I'll say nothing beats a Club Kramer.
Shout out Club Kramer.
Yeah.
February 18th.
February 18th. Be there.
Club Kramer. What was it? Social Sig, Scarlet Tamor, Tigera. Tigera's on that bill, by the way.
Okay.
I
Is there one more?
I was talking to Bridger.
Is there one more?
There could be. If you watch this video and you're the first person to respond, hit us up and we could get you on that bill. Do you want 4 or do you want 3? I think 3 is usually like a nice sweet spot.
I like ending the night me personally, and I've heard disagreements, I like ending the night on a DJ.
Ah, dude, we
I
could
think
get
it's a great-
Celestial.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude.
I love ending because he's so talented. I love that guy.
Sometimes I do feel bad though when I was talking with him. Not like I often feel bad, but like Celestial is an artist himself.
Yeah.
And then it's like
You get stuck.
you can definitely. When I was talking to him, it made it seem like yes, you can definitely get stuck in being like the background music for like a gallery, which is what he's doing for money.
Yeah.
But also, like, he is an artist and plays a different, unique set every time he plays. And, like, he treats it like every other artist. Like, probably puts in more hours to prepare his sets than I do. And it's like, damn, well, it's like, there's not enough attention on the DJ playing last. You know, it's like, he deserves to even go, like, in a second or third spot.
Yeah.
But I get it that people, like, after a show of, like, raging, you kind of want to, like, dance a little bit. So it's a different vibe.
He is so talented.
I've never seen a full set of his. Dude, that one night at his house, in Rivers' house.
Oh my! You had to be there. You had to be there.
Fucking had to be there, dude.
Yeah. Now the house gonna be way too packed because everyone's gonna be there. I mean Jaden too.
Fucking Please Create Hippies.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So good.
He's been working his ass off.
Oh my! He's been killing it.
Oh yeah. He's like everywhere. I was like, he's interning over High Five Studios too.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I knew he worked over there, and Queese Terry had his listening party, and I was like, oh, but I was talking to Jaden just messaging, and I was like, "Oh, any chance you're gonna be out for a high five night?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm actually DJing that."
That's
like, what the fuck, dude?
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's just working.
Plays
his
Mad
ass
Planet a
off.
lot too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, Police Create Hippies.
He's done some mixes that I've like didn't see coming before. He mixed Death Grips, with Tame Impala.
I don't know Death Grips.
Really? You don't know Death Grips?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
They're very influential, like
Can I
noise.
rip that?
Give me a second. They're like very influential. Like
I've heard of the name before.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a Death Grip song.
I can show you some after, but they mix them with Tame Impala, then with TV Girl, then some house song
Jesus.
like that. What?
I don't even know where to start with mixing. I mean, I kind of do, but dude, I have a mixing board that I'm trying to sell. So if you're trying to get into it,
I'm just a writer, dude. I just write characters.
Jeez. But dude, that one night at Celeste Sully's
God.
house, the floor is like still allegedly may or may not be concaved. I remember we came after the backroom show too, and like played that sold out show. Fucking went to the after party, fucking danced the night away. Next morning, finished filming Hot Red, and then that afternoon went to Chicago
Jesus.
to play a show, and then after that we went to Madison to play a show.
You're a rock star, man.
Fucking living it, man.
You're a rock star.
In the fucking flash, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fun.
Mr. the Batman of Milwaukee.
Dude, Emma May, I think. Emma.
Yeah.
Travis?
Emma Travis, yeah.
Emma, I think, coined that.
Yeah, that's a great term.
The Batman of Milwaukee. I like that better than the mayor of Milwaukee. It's the scam crew had called me the mayor of Milwaukee. You know what'd be funny, though? Not funny, though, but, like, I feel weird mixing in music with politics. So I probably 99% won't do this, but what if I like did some vote like Coney 2012 shit for Social Sig?
What?
Social Sig 2024, baby, we're running for mayor. You know, think of like an marketing campaign for like a musician, but mixing in. That's exactly what Coney 2012 did, basically.
Really?
I mean, dude, it was a whole scam.
Likely?
It was likely a scam. Dude, it's funny. Today at work, it was the first time my manager was like talking to some insurance guy checking out the place, and he said like, and I was gonna call. I was just overhearing conversation. He was like, I was gonna call, and it was like scam likely. And then the first thing that popped in my head was the band, but I was like, oh wait, yeah, you don't even know Scam Likely. And it was cool that like resonated in my head. Shout out Scam Likely
For real.
with their name, and I think that's really cool as far as like,
Yeah.
the story.
Dude, I see that on my phone all the time. I'm like, Charlie?
I don't get Scam Likely. I wish I did. I get Scam Risk. Spam Risk. I wish I got Scam Likely.
Dude, making this a broader conversation, indie band names are always so interesting. I saw this, I think it was a Twitter thread about that was sick.
Clouds.
But there's I'm sure you could find that. But there's a
I
like
saw one.
Reddit thread. You should pull that up if you can. But it was like the name was like if we were starting like a local like indie band in like city wherever. These are like the 20, 30 names that we would be.
I saw one that was like Shit Sig.
Yeah, it was like
Or
Diet Sig. Like,
Diet Sig is a band, dude.
yeah, something like look that list up. It was a really, really funny list. And I feel like if I saw that on a house bill, I wouldn't bat an eye.
Indie band meme. Goddamn. Memes. This is why I need an Ian or a Nicholas.
Yeah.
Meme.
Or anybody else. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a bunch of them. I remember seeing that one.
Oh, this one, I think it was. Yeah. Diet of Worms.
These are some of these are,
Shit Sig. Shit that slash shit.
there's
shit.
one that is shit. That kind of goes hard.
Mega Piss.
Pegging. We are pegging. That goes hard.
Horse funeral.
Bathroom dad. That's a sick name.
Eggy wets. That's too much like a wet leg. Brian disease. Baba Slaga. I like Baba Slaga.
That's like these unironically go hard.
Shit sig. That's so funny.
Shoe penis.
Curious eel. Hatman / Hatman. Dude, Hat Space Man / Hatman. One
I feel like that should be the title. But I mean, like,
so
I don't
funny.
know how to categorize like local band names, but there's like a
Oh yeah, when you see a good one, like I don't know. It's like, whoa, that's like those are like 2 words or 3 words put together. That's like really fun. Same with emo bands too. It's like thank you, comma, I'm sorry, or excuse me, who are you, with the commas in there. It's like so emo, so dope. Or like really long band names that are like really like they're more sentences if anything.
Yeah,
they kind of make you feel something. There's a cool Reddit thread I've followed that's like two line horror. So it's 2 sentences that people type in, and it's a horror, like it makes you feel like ooh.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
It's fun.
Yeah, I feel like most indie band names are 3 syllables. I feel like that is for the East Side. If you're starting a band name, a lot of them are 3 syllables.
It's hard to be one nowadays because everything's taken. You know, it's like in 2045, there's gonna be bands that are like capital X, lowercase x, whale _ whale, lowercase.
They're like
x,
gamer tags.
X. Yeah, literally. Dude, what was your gamer tag? I'm trying to think, what was mine? Parker 1260.
I don't know.
My friend Jack, his gamer tag in like 3rd grade, we were all just playing Call of Duty together, and his was Shroom Doom 420.
That is the most like
That's sweet.
atypical,
stereotypical.
stereotypical.
Like, I don't even know what it meant. My brother just told me to do it. He had an older brother. Yeah, Shroom Doom 420. Parker 1260. I wanted to do Parker 1080, but it was taken. Yeah. It's important to have a good email as well. And I feel like they're going to all be taken eventually.
People are selling them.
Yeah, as they probably will be. I mean, I think it's like a common thing, especially on like for domains.
Yeah.
To like buy popular ones and then just selling them to whatever.
Yeah,
MichaelHeck.com. Be ambassador. I feel like that'd be.
But I think they're open.
Yeah,
they're long
probably.
enough.
I have socialsig.com.
Yeah.
Really shitty website, dude. I'm trying to get it better.
If anybody is a developer, hit him up.
Dude, my fucking brother is a developer. He's just so busy. It's hard to like set him down.
How's he been? He's
been good, dude.
What does he do now?
Dude, he's in between jobs right now, but he just left his job at Miro, which is a Russian company based in, I think they're based in the Netherlands, maybe. But he's over in Amsterdam. He was working for a tech startup, Framer, doing some super cool like website building software thing. Left from Miro, which is a bigger global company, and then he just left that because he liked the smaller startup kind of thing.
Yeah.
And his buddy is starting a startup, so now he's got a bigger position with them. He's starting like next week, fully remote, and he's like leading a team to do some type of software thing. Dude, he's like he's traveling like a motherfucker.
That's
like
nice.
Giving speeches, like TED Talk type things.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, man.
I wonder what that transition was like for him.
From like Milwaukee to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Oh, he loved it.
'Cause that's kind of scary.
Dude,
so he
like
had a job lined up.
He's so European now. It's like he's got like a European accent now.
Of course.
Yeah, it's funny. He's like fluent in Dutch.
Yeah. Rides a single speed anywhere.
I ride a single speed.
Single speeds are nice.
Dude, they're fun, man. You can rip those so fast.
Yeah.
If it's a good gear. But yeah, he's chilling. He's probably gonna be in Tokyo or Japan for like 3 months. So what
is he fluent?
For in
Japanese?
He's learning.
Mm.
It's like, Jesus, dude.
Duolingo,
he's
bro.
another level too. Super inspiring. Like my dad, my brother, my mom's just like fucking killers, man.
Yeah.
So, how's Olivia been, dude?
Good.
It was sad that she didn't make Christmas.
Good.
Yeah.
Olivia is my sister for viewers at home. This is the Arcilla podcast. This is the Arcilla episode where we just talk about
family stuff.
keeping up.
Now we've hit the family topics.
Dude, keeping up with the Arcillas.
Keeping up with their
It's East Side. It's
the Arcilla
South.
kids.
It's the East Side reality show. No, but Olivia's been good.
Yeah.
She's got a couple interviews coming up.
When's she getting married? She'll
Dude,
probably watch
what?
this. I love you, Liv.
This is the clip. This is what you clip. Right here. This is the
Oh yeah, on
Yeah.
Instagram.
So Olivia's getting married. Let's talk about her.
No.
Let's talk about the marital situation.
No what?
You've been together for so long.
Fucking
I don't know.
Larry.
Yeah, or Nathan.
Larry.
Yeah,
They're
Larry's a nickname of
interchangeable.
Nathan. Yeah.
Now we're getting into inside jokes. Yeah. So she's still in Indiana, right?
Yeah, she's still in Bloomington.
Cool. Yeah,
And
that'd been
then-
good to see her because I saw her almost like 2 years ago now.
Yeah, no, she's
When
killing
I
it.
was in Bloomington.
She's still in school. She's in her master's for psych.
Okay.
I think it's a master's.
when she
I
graduated?
think in a year. Which is crazy to me. She's like,
Yeah, it went by fast.
yes.
I remember, like, it was been like April of 2021 when I last saw her
Wow.
in Bloomington, and she's
Wow.
like, 3 years. It's like, damn, that feels like a while, but no, it goes by fast.
Yeah, I mean that's life.
Dude, days have been going by so fast.
Yeah.
It's already
Where do
food.
the
I mean,
days go?
I'm already like fully prepared that it is already 2023.
That's crazy.
I'll be
to
doing
me.
dates at work and feel like I should be writing 2023. I feel like 2023.
Like that's crazy to me because that is my graduation date.
right?
It's my graduation year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy you're graduating.
Right.
God damn, man.
Just like Michael's in film. What? Nah, he's gone.
yeah.
Huh?
Did you have a good time in college?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because
God, it goes by so fast.
I
You don't have to leave.
I don't. I could stay here. Yeah.
Keep
But-
going for a few more years.
Yeah, for real. But it's really interesting because I remember freshman year, I was, small fish in a big pond, and I looked up to so many people. I'm like, wow, this kid's
Right.
like a senior and he's working on that.
Weird how your perspective just changes.
And 2-3 years later, like I'm in that role where like I have kids telling me, like underclassmen telling me that like I'm one of the reasons why I like joined the program, and like wow, like I love what you're doing, and it's a crazy. Yeah, no,
Really?
it's a crazy. Yeah, I mean,
program?
not to. I feel like I sound like I mean, I didn't mean to sound
Jeez.
like no, but it's a crazy responsibility
Oh yeah.
because you still feel like that kid.
Right.
You
Dude, yeah,
know?
is that weird? I was gonna say, yeah, like being a freshman and then before you know it, you're like the senior and you're like one of the older people on campus,
Yeah.
and it's like, whoa.
I have like it's crazy
I
because
feel
like
like the same person in a way, but you're not.
yeah, like I just like have like a large voice in my program and like the local film community of people that I know. It's like a crazy responsibility. It's
Yeah.
kind of humbling in a weird way. Like
Yeah.
do you, obviously I haven't sold out the back room and stuff like that.
So
But with
down
you-
the theater, baby.
No big deal. Yeah, but like no, but with you and like how is it with you and like getting those nicknames? What's that like?
Like the Batman in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Or like being called the mayor.
Dude, it's funny. I kind of roll with it. Unfortunately, it's like a nice thing rather than like a some like a name calling thing, like people
Yeah.
mocking. I feel like I'm used to like in high school, maybe not even. Maybe I'm just making this up in my head, but like kids can be mean in high school. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
say you're doing something
So
cool
insecure,
with,
like,
music,
yeah.
and then people just be like, "Oh, you're the rock star," kind of thing, and say it like in a condescending way. But people really fucking like fuck with what I'm doing.
I mean, after you graduate,
And it's
everyone
motivating,
matures.
dude.
Yeah.
And as you're saying, it's a big responsibility. and it keeps me like on my toes and like driving so that I can constantly be the best person I can be. And yeah, I don't want to fuck it up, and just being real with people, and
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest
learning
thing.
along the way. It's like I
Yeah.
don't know everything,
Yeah.
and yeah, especially these podcasts. Like I've always wanted to start a podcast, but I felt like my voice wasn't in myself. I wasn't developed enough to really have like opinions, and I still don't. Like I'm fucking 24 years old, and I'm like morphing and like learning, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like a big leap to start this thing. And as of like fucking episode 22, it's already I've learned so much.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
feel so much
yeah.
more comfortable like jumping into the podcast right away.
Yeah.
Whereas like the first few, I'd always be like pretty nervous, and now I can sense when people are nervous and like just kind of like keep it rolling. And I've always liked talking to people and keeping the conversation going.
I mean, the
and
whiskey
having
helps.
fun. Oh yeah, dude, you'll notice I'm like all of mine. I'm usually having a glass of wine or something. I hope people don't think I'm drinking every day. I'm 24 though, like I said.
Yeah. No, but it's a like, I kind of like agree with that's weird. You know, it's like kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know,
It
all
is
the
scary.
eyes divert on you.
Yeah. Just be the best you can be and be upfront with people. I think a big part of it too is like, I started the vlogs almost a year ago now. I
Wow.
vlog once a week for like 12 to 20 minutes, just talking about what I did this week. And if you really want to get to know who I am as a person, it is scary, like with the like cancel culture and everything. It's like I know deep down like I'm a good person and like I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's so scary that there's so many eyes on you. And even like doing the Yellow Weekend stuff, I'm like, I hope people don't think I'm a gaslighting piece of shit. It's like I'm acting. I don't know. It's a weird.
No,
Think
people resonated with it. I think people resonated with
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
I guess like film and movies, they're an elevated medium, and people understand that. I think
Mhm.
like it's not like
Yeah.
I mean, if we said it was a documentary, it's a different story.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but I was the writer.
Along with
You
Willie,
think he's a piece of-
Ian.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you.
Where are my writing?
Thank
credits,
you.
dude?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where are my writing
It was-
credits?
Not just me. Oh my God. Thank you for correcting
where,
me.
Where are my writing credits?
You
bro?
got an additional writing credit.
Did I get writing credits?
We'll work on that.
For that
No.
one scene? I always point out the scene where she's like, "Look at that guy, the idiot." And
Can I tell you something?
And the date. What?
There's an Easter egg in that scene.
Where you are the person?
No, there is an Easter egg in that scene.
What's the other Easter egg?
There is when you guys are having that conversation, like, no, like a cute dork. There is a
Yeah, that-
person in the background who like they're way in the back.
What?
And they're looking back, they're like looking at something. And they walk 5 or 10 feet, they look back. And like it's super unimportant to the plot. It's just like a random person that was walking in the background of the shot. And they disappear. They fade out into existence
Oh my god.
as an Easter egg to, dude, aliens are real. So there is an alien abduction in our film.
Really?
It's so tiny, but it's that scene when they're in the lakefront.
Really?
Dude, stay for a while. Next time you watch it, look
Do they
for it.
disappear into the horizon, or do they like disappear?
You gotta watch it to find out.
Jesus,
Oh,
all right. Yellow Weekends on Vimeo. You can rent it for $10.
You can buy it for $15. Please buy it. You can stream it for $5.
$5 you can stream it. If you buy it, it really helps with submitting to
Festivals, getting merchandise going,
merchandise.
and everything goes back to the cast and crew as well.
Does it? It's a long-term process, very DIY. I get it.
Yeah,
It's okay. We're working on it.
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
The money's out of my hands though.
Anyways,
That-
what was I gonna say?
We were talking about
That scene. Oh, the other Easter egg is that I was wearing a Nashville shirt in the last scene.
he
And
was.
She was thinking about moving to Nashville. Did Claire give that to Sam, or
Watch it and find out. I would like to
you had to wait around for Yellow Weekends too?
the sequel.
Raspberry Blue Nights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raspberry Blue Weekdays.
I like how we have yet to show it on a weekend. It is yet to be screened on a weekend.
That is true. Oh, that's
It's
true.
been a Wednesday. That was a Monday.
Dude, that could have worked better because that was the same week that Cheesehead dropped.
Yeah.
Cheesehead.
What a week,
Yellow
man.
Weekends, just the yellow week. And it was August. I fucking love August.
What
Yeah.
a time.
Yeah.
It was electric. It was a beautiful time.
Yeah. I remember talking to you too, and we're going to maybe release it in spring. We're like, no way. Or I was like, no way. And but I'm glad that it worked out for
perfect.
August.
Oh my
The
god.
same week. And yeah,
Like the stars aligned, really.
2 sold out shows in a week. That was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Milwaukee, everyone that came. Lots of good memories, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we got memories to make.
God, dude, that premiere was so fun. I remember walking over to the liquor store with Elias like before, and we got some shooters and
Oh my god.
woo, we were
It
like,
was
chilling.
rowdy. It was, so
electric,
rowdy.
man. And I was impressed too when you got up there and you were talking to everybody. I was like, wow, you sound very professional.
What can I say? I got good media training.
Is that a class?
No, I don't know.
Media training. Yeah, you spoke very well. One thing though we should do for like another premiere is a Q&A, man. I was about to shout it out like when you were like kind of closing it out in the theater. I was like Q&A. It was just such an intimate setting. It could have been like more.
It could have been a great Q&A.
intimate.
It could have been a great it's just tough though cuz like I
You know,
assume that like
Naja was there. I was there. Luca was there.
yeah.
Ian was there. You know, we could have done a cool like Q&A
And
thing.
it would have been great, but like I thought that when you say we're going to be outside the theater hanging out by the bar, it's at No Studios, hanging out, feel free to ask us any questions, come up to us.
Yeah, but that can be awkward for some people.
Yeah.
You know, Q&A is a little bit more like
I guess,
people
yeah.
get it. You know.
Yeah, but that's my thought process in not doing it.
Oh, for
But
sure.
going forward, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, just
Mhm.
something though.
I say,
next
yeah, it's
time.
probably like 1 or 2 more screenings, I'd say.
Dude, we should do Oriental Theater. I was just there and I was like, this shit's small. I was
I would
probably in a
love to.
smaller theater. I was like,
Yeah, I'd
damn,
love
this
to.
is smaller than the Downer Theater.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Is there a bigger theater in the
There is
Oriental?
the Center Theater.
Hmm.
The Center Theater is.
Yeah.
And they play the Milwaukee Film Festival. Local films play in the Center Theater.
Okay. But they have. Does the Milwaukee Film Festival have national movies or screening? Really?
They have national screenings.
Do most cities have a film festival? Or is
Yes. Yeah.
it- Interesting.
Like, to put it in perspective, Beloit has a film festival.
Wow.
Green Bay has a film festival.
Oconomowoc had one. I had a film in there
Really?
in high school.
Wow.
It was a music video that I made in like 7th grade.
It's the local arts, you know?
It was cool. It was
You know, you're
cool.
participating in like local culture and whatnot.
It was a cool ass video too. Look My Way Borderline music video.
Stream it. We're just plugging everything.
Dude, I've always loved editing too as a little kid, and that's why I wanted to go into like video
Yeah.
because I love doing video shit.
Yeah.
And Social Sig is like, I mean, I don't know if you knew this about me, but in college, I kind of going into college that summer, I really wanted to start a small business. I was really into like the entrepreneurial like mindset, kind of
Freelance.
thing. I was like, oh, and I was listening to some podcasts at the time. I was like, oh, these people get me because I've grown up my whole life surrounded by this. But, yeah, doing Social Sig is like morphing all of my hobbies into one as far as like
Yeah.
merch creating, because I had a t-shirt company
Mhm.
for a little bit, and then also just like doing video editing, playing shows, music. It's just all into one.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome.
We're gonna get pulled off YouTube.
I like the way he spelled indie. He spelled, I just want to put in perspective.
Indie.
If you can't read it, INDEIE band.
Indie. 1.6.
1,600 views. Yo, mute it. We're going to get straight. Skip it. We're going to get stricken.
No, I'm not big
Struck.
enough yet.
Turn it up.
I edited the shot by Mike Herman. This is when we play at Summerfest.
Is it gonna come through audio fine?
Yeah, it's gonna pick up on these.
I remember that. Dude, the fits went so hard. The
Dude,
V-necks?
it was 4th of July. We were
The
red, white, and
V-necks,
blue.
bro? You played Summerfest. That's
We're like
crazy.
handing out borderline things.
That's awesome.
Dude, we played Summerfest 3 times that year.
See, when I say Nepo baby, look at that nepotism.
What's nepotism?
I think we just found out that Social Sig is an industry plant. Whoa.
What do you have against industry plants, bro?
Exposed.
What is nepotism? Can you explain
Nepotism is like, let's say your dad is a CEO of Atlantic Records. That's nepotism.
Got you. So is it kind of like generational
Wealth.
wealth and connections?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nepotism.
We got 3 Summerfest spots that year because we had done the
Going through these.
state Battle of the Bands. And there's different regionals that you basically play at.
Yeah.
And then that year we got top 3 at Tosa.
Damn.
We were top 3 band there out of like 20 something bands.
Would I know any of the other bands or no?
Oh, dude. None that I know are still around today. The
Yeah.
Days.
Would I recognize like other projects
one.
they've been on?
Dude, I haven't kept in touch with any of those bands. I don't think, at least to
Yeah.
my knowledge, I'm not sure if any of those bands are still doing something.
Yeah.
There was a band once called Life in a Tree that we did a show with once at like the Mequon Country Club randomly. Yeah, it was like for a birthday party or something.
Yeah.
But they played after us, and they had a lot of support and stuff. And I stumbled across their Instagram like recently, and they had like the blue check mark and stuff.
Damn.
And I reached out and I was like, "Hey, yo, we played a show together in like fucking years ago, probably like 2013." And they were like, "Oh my god, totally remember you." And then I like said something else and they ghosted me.
Oh,
It's like, "Oh, okay.
I'm gonna grab ice.
Oh, you ran out. Oh yeah, grab ice.
Yeah.
Just grab a handful. I don't need any, but yeah, just fill up." How we doing, y'all? We are 2 hours and 7 minutes in.
Really?
Probably wrap it up in like 15 minutes. I'm down to go for a while, man. I'm chilling. Sweet.
Hopefully the viewers at home
Yeah.
are enjoying it.
Hopefully, Mike says, hopefully the viewers at home are enjoying this. I hope you are as well. Just getting good quality time with my cousin. As we don't hang out, man. And like, I always do feel like guilt of like, I just have so many friends, man, and trying to make time. I try to make time for everyone and seeing friends who are in town, and I'm really trying, man. Just so busy, dude, with work full time, and then got a girlfriend, Sheila. We hang out quite a bit, and also just doing other projects like
Poor Parker.
skateboarding.
Oh my gosh.
Man, time management, man.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
I'm just giving you shit.
Welcome to the real world. This will
Yeah.
be you in a year.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm just so.
Dude, it's gonna be weird. What's the rest of your
Oh my
house
God.
doing?
So
Bridger's
They're
staying
all-
in Milwaukee.
yeah, they're all staying in Milwaukee. I think I'm the only one moving out. I mean, like, I don't even know because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite and like stay in Milwaukee and be like, you know. So like,
They're
I'm
not keeping the house though, no.
Club Kramer, not anymore.
Dude, maybe I'll move in.
Are you serious?
It's a good block. Right next to Fat Charlie's. Good landlord.
Oh, landlord doesn't give a fuck.
Full house.
Shouts up, Brad. He was into Yellow Weekends promo.
Dude, I can make the attic into like a whole studio.
Oh my god. I mean,
Basement for shows. Live there.
if it's just you, it's 2,000.
Which in New York, that's not bad for a one bedroom.
I mean, you get the whole house. Like
Yeah.
we're 4 people and we have too much space.
Mm.
You know?
2,000, man. That's a lot for 4 people. Oh, 500. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, for a full house.
I remember we had a full house because we had the upper and lower.
It's a good show.
Yeah. We had the upper and lower. Have you been to my house? Yeah. We lucked out by getting the whole house because both people are moving out in the same days,
That's
and we
so
had like
convenient.
3 people on top, 3 people on bottom, 2 bathrooms. 2
I mean, you talk about
kitchens.
lucking out. Like, this is a beautiful
Oh,
spot.
yeah,
Have you
dude,
seen the social sig spot?
If you know, you know.
Real.
I want to throw another party here soon.
You gonna plug it on social? You gonna plug it on social media?
My close friends. Yeah.
I
Dude,
mean-
the last one was really fun. You showed up pretty late. I remember, not like pretty late, but
Oh, was that the
dress fancy. Yeah.
dude? My boots
What about your boots?
when they ripped open. If you know, you know,
I didn't even know
dude. These were these boots. I'll show the viewers.
they
You
ripped
can clip
open.
this. So I was like, I got these new boots. They're Fries. They're really nice boots. My favorite boots.
Right here.
And so yeah, you can see where I glued it. But I had these. I bought some random thrift store in Chicago, and they were new. They were rarely worn. Like there was no like fraying or no like creasing, like new.
Yeah, the bottom's
And-
like very.
At the party, fucking the half of it falls off, and
Like
I
the
was
bottom,
just
like the sole.
I was
of
just
it?
I was just telling people like how like, oh, I got these really nice boots, check them out, and then they fucking break, dude. It was so embarrassing. Like like the sole just.
You're dancing too hard.
I was going to
Too many wild nights at Mad Planet.
Yeah, MP bro, shout
Those
out.
aren't meant to be dancing shoes, you know.
Yeah, they're my business shoes. You know, we're fancy.
Business. Dude, I just ordered some new Doc Martens,
Nice.
low tops.
Nice.
Really excited for.
I gotta get
those.
some Chelsea's.
I don't know what Chelsea's are.
The no laces
Sheila has some of those, but they're Doc Martens.
one.
What about the no laces? You're just not like tying your shoes.
They're just like fancier, I guess.
Are they?
I'll-
I like the ones with the
Look
laces.
up Chelsea
more.
boots. CHELSEA. Doc Martens.
Oh, they are Doc Martens. CHEA
CHEL.
EL.
SEA boots docs. It's a style of boot.
God damn. It's hard to like type and then look up. Chelsea boots.
Yeah, you know this.
Yeah. I
I
honestly,
like 'em.
I don't know if I like these.
That's fair.
The laces just look so much more official.
I guess, yeah.
Not my style.
That's fair.
You'd rock them.
I just like black boots.
Dude, these.
They were everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Go to Nashville, you'll see these.
Yeah. I mean, they're great shoes. I
Are
think.
they?
I think they're stylish.
Man. Even those shoes, like, it's nothing I could wear.
Yeah.
I feel like there'll be a point when I'm like in my 30s doing live shows wearing like these type of. I feel like indie singers and like camp would wear these shoes.
Who?
CAAMP camp.
The artist?
Yeah, is it CAA or is it
I'm not familiar.
that type of music?
Okay.
You'd wear these.
Anyways, I don't want to bore the viewers at home, but I want to end. I think I have a good final question. Like,
Yeah, I have a good final question for you too.
ask. Actually, you ask it.
All right, what is your favorite movie?
Oh, I was gonna be like, what's next? Like, where do you want to grow as an artist?
Well, yeah, I would ask you that too. That was more of a funny question.
Okay.
It's because it's
What is my favorite movie?
It's usually an impossible question.
I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
any art. It's like, what's your favorite song?
I
Like,
know.
nobody
I know.
has one.
It's a terrible question that is just kind of for the bit.
Um.
You are the first non-musician on this podcast.
Whoa, dude! Wow, I'm honored. Thank you.
Thank you.
Two come to mind.
Cousin privilege. That's nepotism.
That's nepotism right there. We're nepo babies right here. Two come to mind. Lahain, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Lahain and 20th Century Woman. Lahain is a movie from 1995, and it's about these
How do you spell it?
LA space HAINE,
Lahain.
and I love that movie. And it's about these three kids that live in the slums of France, and one of their close friends who lives in their like apartment, like their public housing neighborhood, who's Muslim, gets brutally beat by cops into a coma near deathbed. There's a bunch of tension with the public and the cops, like riots in the streets and whatnot.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah, and
No
there's
spoilers.
No, I won't spoil it. But there's no guns
Interesting.
in France. And in the skirmish between police, a SWAT officer drops a revolver. One of the kid grabs a revolver. The entire film is them figuring out what to do next and what to do with the gun.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
I just got the
Lahain
chills.
means hate. Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah, it's a
Damn.
great film. And 20th Century Woman is a very influential movie to me. It's about this 16-year-old boy who is raised up in like late 70s Santa Barbara by his mother. And his mother does not know how to raise a boy. And so she's also like a landlord and has a bunch of like vagabonds and people at different transitional periods in their life. Like, for example, this guy who used to be a hippie, this art student who's looking for work, and this other girl that is her son's age that ran away from home. And they're all trying to help raise this boy. And they're like, I don't know.
Wow.
What do we talk about? Like, what do we raise him for? And it's a beautiful film.
What year is that made?
That film came out in 2016.
Damn. Okay.
It's very modern. It's very true. It's by Mike Mills, one of my favorite directors, and the film means a lot to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Sheila are always looking for good movie recs.
Also a fun one, a great one, an honorable mention. SLC Punk. Watch that shit.
SLC.
Look it up. It's amazing. Salt Lake City Punk.
Okay.
It is a fun movie. It is a great movie. It's meaningful. It's real. It talks about counterculture.
Okay.
It's about Matthew Lillard, the guy who played Shaggy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
He's an amazing actor.
Wow.
He's so talented.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's like,
oh my gosh.
yeah.
Like school.
I mean, he's like, I compare him to Jim Carrey. How he's like plays a lot of comedic roles, but then he can play that, and it like,
gotcha. So
it's
it's
about
a more like coming of age like role.
yeah, it's like fun, and it's also like real, meaningful, and emotional. But it's like about the punk scene in Salt Lake City. He talks about being a punk and not conforming,
Yeah.
and then him maturing.
Okay.
It's
Badass.
yeah, it's awesome.
Check it out. Also, the menu was really good.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. Good movie. Felt like it was one of those movies where it feels like you're there.
That's good.
Yeah, I love those. You kind of just immersed in this situation.
What's your favorite movie?
God, terrible question, dude.
What a shit podcast question.
One that comes to mind always is Napoleon Dynamite.
That's a
Fuck
fun
yeah. Ride or Die. That movie's so fucking funny. Each scene is so hilarious. And I just like the story behind it too. Just an
What's the
indie
name of
film.
the? What's the name of the?
Yellow Weekends? One of my favorite
Oh,
movies.
I missed that. I could have
Honestly,
said.
Yellow Weekends is one of my favorite movies. Parker Schultz, absolutely terrible actor, but it was a really good.
Yeah, I heard the director was a dick.
Heard the director was awful on
Really
on
disorganized.
set. Never showed up. The main lead, Sam
Carried it.
Parker Schultz, just was always
Carried it.
went right to his camper trailer after each scene.
They abused.
Naja though absolutely carries the
Oh
whole
my
movie.
god, yeah.
Fucking insane. Shout out Naja Hassan.
Oh my god, so talented.
Absolutely nuts.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Without Naja, yeah, it could have been a different story.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So, yeah, Napoleon Dynamite, Step Brothers was always super fucking funny. Dude, Austin Powers, man. People forget.
Never seen it. You've never seen it?
I could watch
Yeah.
Austin Powers on a loop and continuously laugh forever.
I could see it.
Man, those movies are so fucking funny. I think it's a certain humor, but man,
Yeah.
Austin Powers. If I'm ever like feeling a little sad boy, put on one of those. God damn it, it's so funny. So I'm always a sucker for a good comedy.
What's your real closing question? Let's get deep with it.
Yeah,
Let's reward the viewers that have been here.
let's reward the viewers. Huh. That's a good question.
Let's go deep. Let's go deep.
Oh, I have some deep questions that I remember. Do you look at old photos often?
Of my childhood?
Just old photos of whenever. Could be early on photos.
Of
or-
myself?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
I don't like.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, like we talked about how I was as a person.
I know, or maybe like
Back
early
in the day.
freshman year, like college photos.
Not really.
Interesting.
I feel like that's something I need to grow on, and I feel like if I had a therapist, which I need like many other people, if like I had one, they'd probably be like, "You should reminisce more." But no, I don't.
Do therapists say that? No.
Well, I
I always
definitely
feel like it's good for me to like look back on things and remember where I came from,
yeah.
the people along the way, funny memories I just
Oh, yeah.
would not have remembered unless there was a photo for it, which is always the case. Like the memory is always a botchy thing.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's like, oh my god, I didn't even remember this night happened, but I'm so thankful I took these
It
photos
just-
and videos.
I don't know. I just have
It's different for everyone. You know?
I kind of struggle with that kind of stuff because, like, when I look back, it just like a sense of shame.
Really?
Yeah. In a weird way. I don't know how else to describe it.
Shame. That's a powerful word.
No.
It's a
That's
powerful word.
it's strong. I think it's too strong for what I'm trying to say, but just
Shame.
like
Regret?
growth, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
but
oh my
it's
God, I was.
yeah, but you had to become the person you are today, and you'll say the same thing in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, and I've learned to accept that and really
Yeah.
like
I shouldn't say shame.
Hold
I
it.
misspoke.
shame.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Growth though. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you shouldn't be shy away from it. I mean, like you could be shameful of like the immaturity that you once were as
Yeah.
a person, but there's growth in that.
Yeah.
You gotta, it's part of you. You know?
Yeah.
That's the one thing I just did that song breakdown of From Afar. It's like you see you're now a part of it, the person I've become. And from my perspective, when I wrote that, it's like looking back at the old version of myself. And it's like, I will love you from afar. I don't know if you like watched that breakdown, but that song is basically about like me looking back at myself in like my college years and wondering if I will love that person or if that person will love me. Like, will I love you from afar? It's not so much romantic for me, but also like
I like that.
You see you're
like
now
that.
a part of it, the person I've become. So you accept that you have become this person you are today, and just accepting that you were the person you were.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I guess that's something I think I need to work on. Is like, you know, that kind of idea of like looking at yourself and like having more of like a positive, forgiving look at oneself. You know,
Yeah.
now we're getting real deep.
It's like no fault of your own, you know?
Yeah.
It's like all the circumstances of your life create who you are today. That's like philosophy.
Yeah.
I was talking to Shell Bells about determinism. It's where like the theory that everything, ever since the second you came out of the womb, everything you look at, every color you see, everything you hear, everything you sense determines everything that will happen to you from that point forward. So then the theory is that everything is already decided.
Wow.
Everything is like going to happen.
That's crazy. I like that thought.
Yeah.
I like that thought. But I mean, I guess we're always in a moment of flux. Like we're gonna like watch this podcast probably years on the road. Be
Oh
like,
yeah.
Wow.
We'll have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to be a returning guest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would have you as I can't. It's nepotism.
Yeah, Nepo baby. That's a term.
You're my cuz. I gotta. If you keep doing
I'm
the
still
shit
a
you're
fan.
doing, you don't go down a dark rabbit hole. It's not actually. Yeah. I don't know. A rabbit hole. But
A person hole.
well, to answer that question, yeah, and then I guess yeah. So what's next in store for you? Maybe moving to Chicago, getting a job.
Yeah, I got
staying in
I
film.
got two jobs.
Or you
I don't
got-
want to go into too much detail about them because
you gotta
nothing's
stay.
confirmed.
You gotta stay in the valet.
Valet has been my favorite job. Like outside of like working in like doing like working in my industry of like film and whatnot, valet is an amazing fucking job. It's a great job.
Why?
I just love it. I just think it's so much fun. You meet so many new people. I mean, you drive cars. People tip well. People tip really fucking well.
Right.
So yeah, and you know you don't deal really with douchebags because I mean like if you do it like a higher end place,
Is most of your job kind of just standing around waiting for people, or are there rush hours or people are coming
it
in?
gets rushed.
Really?
We get slammed.
How many valet drivers are on staff for like a busy night?
Busy night, 4, 3.
Okay. And
I've
you
seen
guys
4
are
sometimes.
constantly driving cars to the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
And then do you have to like book it back to the?
Yep. It's you hustle, you move a lot, and I kind of like that. I like moving a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I hate just being stuck for a job. No, I
Yeah.
gotta move. It helps people with ADHD because it's constantly like,
One thing with an office job that I've talked to a lot of people like in a entry level office job, and I've heard more often than once like the hardest part of the job is to look like you're busy.
really?
Yeah. There's a lot of downtime in an office job, especially if you're working from home. Whereas like yeah, you could sit on your phone and scroll Instagram and TikTok for hours, or you could use it as an opportunity and work on a side hustle project. I've always just been such a proponent of like the side hustle and like trying to get something else going that you love to eventually the point like if you just keep going, man, it'll become your full time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're approaching a transitional period of
I
your
am.
life.
I'm excited for it. I'm really am.
As you
I'm really
should,
excited
man.
about it. You
Yeah.
can't. I like the philosophy that I have, and I'll let it on like a brighter note. Is that you can't. You should look at every new stage in life. Obviously, there's a lot I'm gonna like look back on and reminisce about, and miss about being a college student, like having all my like hanging out, just like impulsively and like just partying way too much.
Like when
drinking.
there's someone just hanging out upstairs, you can just kick it back or
Yeah.
wherever you hang out.
But there is a beauty in every stage in life. Like for example, when I
Right.
entered my career, more stable income.
Yeah.
I'll be working in my field of choice. I'll be able to free to like hopefully travel
Oh yeah, you have so much
whatnot.
more free
Yeah.
time
Oh,
not
yeah.
being in school, dude.
because it just boom your job, nothing else.
I remember being like a senior in high school and I was dating a freshman in college, and I remember she was like, "These are the best years of my life," and I remember just saying to her like, I kind of think like the best years of your life should be the year that you're currently living in,
Yeah.
no matter what year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I had that perspective of like,
Yeah.
that's how you look at it. It's like you could have the best college years of your life. Like, yeah, they're fun and everything, but I do think that it comes in stages, and that every year and chapter is going to be the best of your life.
Yeah.
As I hope.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
What is it? What's a word for like standing still?
Stagnant isn't.
Stagnant. Being stagnant is death.
That makes sense. I always
Not
feel
staying still.
that's an insecurity that I have with myself, is that I always feel like I'm not doing enough. Yeah.
Do you think that keeps you going?
Yeah. I mean, what really keeps me going on the deeper side of that is I feel like letting everybody down. Yeah. You know? Like you have a lot of people that like, oh my God, like all of the compliments you get, you know, people are like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, like you did this. I can't believe you did this. You made it. Like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm just a 21-year-old kid.
Right.
Going through life.
I think like you just can't linger on that for too long, you know? I think like a lot of the greats would always like, when you put something out, you can't celebrate for too long, you know?
Oh,
Like,
no. Yeah.
they say like a Super
wholeheartedly.
Bowl, like fucking Kobe reference, like you'd be winning the national championship and then like 6 a.m. he's in the gym the next morning
Yeah.
practicing for next year.
Because his outlook, his goal is not the ring. His goal is to be the best he can be.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and I think that mindset is applicable to being a creative as well.
Oh yeah. Like on an album release, like there's a weird period of like taking it all in.
Yeah.
And I mean, on each release, it's always been almost the same, but also different in so many ways. But
Yeah.
it's a nice flow of myself of like continuously working on a project for a year, letting it breathe, and then just like getting back to it. And just writing.
Yeah.
You know, and it has been getting tough to like, with all the eyes and stuff, like keeping that balance of like writing from a genuine place and finding moments of like working on something, putting my phone aside, and just really putting myself into like writing a song, and not thinking about who's gonna hear it.
Yeah,
It's been
I
getting
get
tougher and
stuck on
tougher.
that in my writing
It gets
so
tougher and
much.
tougher.
Like I am too self-critical all the time about like when I like am in front of a like when I'm like writing a scene, you know, and just the idea of like, oh no, this is not gonna work. Oh no, like oh no, this isn't motivated. This doesn't really fit the arc. This changes everything. I gotta rewrite everything, and I get
Yeah.
stuck and I don't write anything.
Yeah.
And that's me personally. And like what I suggest to people is like write and make bad work, make bad art.
Yeah, you
Which-
said that before once.
Yeah, I mean like
Make bad art. Where's
the
that from?
the first draft of anything is bad. It's
Yeah.
horrible. I mean like
Yeah.
my senior film, like this thesis project that I'm currently working on by the time of this recording, I feel pretty confident, and it's the 8th draft. It is the 8th version of it, and that's after I plotted the story out. That is after like I went down. I'm like, this should happen because this should happen, and that's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
But it's the 8th draft, and like I have there's like when I said 20th Century Woman, the writer Mike Mills, who's a big inspiration of me. He showed me one of the films that he made. He was doing like some behind the scenes thing. Is like, to all the young writers out there, here's some advice. I just want to show you how many drafts I wrote.
Oh, dude, I think you shared that video, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Dude,
Put
that
on
was
Inst-
insane.
And
man.
he showed he pulled out like a drawer, and it was a stack of scripts about
Dude,
this
so
high.
many books.
This high. He's like, yeah, this is the past like a little over a year of work. This is just stuff that I thought most of the stuff is not going in the script. And it was just a stack, like hundreds of pages. Wow. This long. And the actual script's here. So you're writing about 80.
Dude, I feel like he had more than that, though. He had, like, fucking
Oh,
shells
yeah,
of
probably.
that.
The shells of it. I mean, like, 80% of the stuff that anybody makes, you know, is not good. What really makes an artist, what really makes a writer, what really makes a filmmaker, what really makes a songwriter is the rewrites, is going back and just critiquing everything, is doing the subtext work. I mean, I'm talking from the film perspective right now.
Right.
But
And it depends, too. Like, sometimes I feel like you'll just get in a groove with songwriting, and it's like you'll hear, like, Jay-Z or Mac Miller just going into the booth, and, like, this song was created in, like, 25 minutes. Or
yeah, that's why it's
Eminem.
different.
And, like, you can just hit, like, this nerve, this wave, and just, like, go. And laying a verse, like, that in the moment could be, like, amazing. It doesn't need a rewrite, but you go back with production and everything else.
Yeah, that's why it's different.
But I don't know. Yeah.
Film is really weird because it's the most premeditated art form. Like, for example, how am I supposed to show emotion? But, like, how am I supposed to show anger or insecurity or, like, passion? Like, really spur the moment feelings over, like, writing a script. You know, you're alone in your bedroom or at a cafe for months.
Yeah.
Then you're critiquing that with multiple people. And then you're producing that with 15 people, your single emotion. Then you're editing it for months. You know,
you gotta know every color and
You
every
got to.
placement and
You
every
got to.
angle to a T. And like, I would love to make like a short film or something eventually.
oh
I
yeah.
don't even know if I've told you about my short film idea.
No, you don't. Should we save it for
save it for
off the
the-
pod?
Yeah, we can save it for off the pod. It's a bit
Ooh.
longer. I forget, but I had this in senior year of high school after a breakup. Like, I fucking
I want to hear this.
dude, it's Clandestine Nights. Maybe it's Yellow Weekend's sequel. It's pretty cool though, and like I remember being just so enveloped in this whole idea of making this movie / book for months, and then I just
What time is it?
9:30.
Oh my god.
What?
Damn, there's so much more I want to talk about.
We can just keep hanging out. We can end the pod.
We've been going for so long.
Yeah, 2 hours and 34 minutes.
Wow. What's the longest pod you've had?
I think this might be it.
Wow,
might be it.
dude. I feel
It's funny when people call it a pod.
it's so douchey sounding.
Hopping on the pod.
Yeah, no, sorry, I gotta hop on a Social Six pod. Yeah, you know it. It's like, yeah, it got a streamy. It got a streamy, so like it's like popping. You know what it is.
Streamy. You got an industry push,
Yeah, no. So this it's actually sponsored by Squarespace.
Sponsored by Quick Trip, baby.
This is sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Sponsored by Tennessee Old Smoky Whiskey.
This is sponsored by.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, I would love to keep talking. I can talk to you for hours.
We can keep chilling.
We'll do it in the next episode.
Well, thank you so much if you stuck around to the end. Everyone, Michael Heck, director of Yellow Weekends. Please check out the movie and all of Michael's.
My Instagram is @B_AMBASSAD. Yeah, reach out to me at any time. If you're still watching,
Be
you have questions, or do you just want to like hang out and chit chat?
Or Michael Heck official. What's with the official?
I just thought it was funny, but I feel like it makes me look really vain.
I don't love the official name.
It makes me look really vain. I did it as a joke.
Yeah. I have a buddy that has official after. I got to talk to him maybe. Like, I don't know if that's. Maybe it was like the real name was taken.
I just think it's funny, but I feel like I know it makes me look a little vain, so I feel like that. I feel
a little douchey.
Bad.
A little douchey.
Yeah.
It's like, who you trying to be, dude?
I mean, I got parody
the
accounts.
Official? Yeah, right. How many parody accounts do you have, dude? All right. Well, it's like trying to create the blue check mark without having the blue check mark.
It was a parody.
All right. Well, anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. And check out Yellow Weekends.
Woo!
All right. Love you guys.
Peace.